이상이라고. 속에는 이상이요. 바깥 세상에 관심을 두는 것은 펑 유쾌하진 않은 일이요. 바깥은 이상적이지 않기 때문이요. 그러나 이상적인 것이 무언이 한다면 나에게도 이상적인 대답이 떠오르진 않소. 거울 속에는 소리가 없소. 거울은 거울 세기를 비출 때나 쓸모가 있는 것이지. 그 외에는 장난감 같아서. 단지 이상적이지 않았소.
이 몸의 차례인가? 난 돈키호테일세. 관리자 나리는 꿈이 있는가? 나는 있다네. 정의로운 세상을 이 몸의 손으로 일구겠다. 그대도 관심이 마구 생기지 않는가? 자, 길게 끌 것 없네. 관리자 나리도 이 몸과 함께라면 누가 내 입을 막는 겐가? 이게 다 무엇이란 말이야? 그럴 리 없다. 이런 흉물스러운 것. 필시 악의 무리들이 이 몸의 눈을 가리려는 행태이기 뻔하다. 야호! 루시한테 달려라! 적들을 부수러 간다!
안녕하세요. 싱클레어라고 해요. 더 해야 될 말이 있나요? 회사는 처음이라. 이럴 때 그 친구라면 어떻게 말했을까요? 아니야. 자꾸 기대려 하면 안 돼, 싱클레어. 혼자서 생각해. 또 괜찮겠죠, 관리자님? 내가 어떻게 해야 했던 거야? 아무것도 할 수 없었어요. 내가 뭘 해보기도 전에 이미 모든 게 박살나버렸는걸. 그래, 내가 할 수 있는 건 이게 말뚝을 쓸 거예요!
파우스트예요. 당신이 인생에서 한 번 마주칠까 말까 하는 천재죠. 모르는 게 많겠죠, 단테. 대부분의 호기심에는 제가 대답해 줄 수 있습니다. 대부분의 답은 파우스트한테 있으니까요. 아니, 역시 수정해야겠어요. 대부분이 아니라 전부예요. 언제가 되면 만족할 수 있을까? 그때를 찾을 수 있을까? 지금 이 순간이 멈춰도 좋을 정도로 만족할 수 있는 지점. 그게 정말 있기는 한 걸까? 나는 그걸 납득할 수 있을까? 내가 할 수 있는 건 그저 별을 따라가는 것뿐.
메르소, 그렇게 불러주겠습니까? 관리자님. 저들은 이해하기가 어렵군. 돈을 잃었다면서 눈물을 흘리고, 그런가 하면 극장에 다녀왔다면서 깔깔대고, 어떻게든 자신을 드러내려고 한다린 게, 아니, 입을 움직이는 데 쓴 에너지가 아까울 만큼 쓸모없는 얘기였습니다. 고막을 찢을 것만 같은 고성이 피를 사정없이 때려댄다. 왼쪽 2번째 열부터 오른쪽 15번째 열까지 나에게 쏠려있는 눈알들의 시선, 89개의 검지와 86개의 목구멍에서부터 쇄도하는 슬픔, 공포, 혐오, 매도, 각종 감정의 덩어리로 만들어진 질문들이 숨통을 점점 죄운다. 그저 햇빛이 눈부셨던 것뿐인데.
너는 아름다움이 뭐라고 생각하지? 나는 여러 가지가 있겠지만 지금 떠오르는 건 만단지혜겠지. 짧은 시간 안에 의도를 전달할 수 있으니까. 아, 만단지혜는 만물의 단축은 지구의 예술이다. 그런 의미. 이제 왔나? 보라고 이걸. 숙제를 이렇게나 아름답게 풀어내는 건 나 외에는 할 수 없는 일이지. 어때? 사람을 단축하니 보기 좋아지지 않았나? 요슈, 요료슈쿠?
히스클리프, 사람 박살내는 건 내 전문이지. 물론 내가 내킬 때만. 난 어려운 말은 별로 안 좋아해. 시계대가리. 신경 거슬리게 하는 건 더 싫어하고. 원체 가진 거 하나 없는 몸뚱아리란 말이야. 말보다는 주먹이 빠르거든. 그러니까 눈앞에 놈들이 처맞고 날아다녀도 너무 놀라지 말라고. 알아들었지? 아무튼간에 잘 먹고 잘 사는 놈들은 믿을 게 못 돼. 태어날 때부터 가진 것 하나 없었지만 빌어 처먹을 것들은 그 중에서도 빼앗아갈 만한 걸 어떻게든 찾아서 뜯어가야지. 이제는 다시 되찾을 거다. 다쳐 부숴서라도. 그래서 다시 한번 개소리 내게.
저를 이스마일이라고 불러주세요. 당신이 관리자인가요? 그렇다면 잘 부탁드려요. 모쪼록 저를 쓰셔야 할 곳에 써주시기를. 아, 일에 관련된 부분에만요. 그 지옥 같은 바다에서 살아남은 건 나뿐이었을까? 의뢰에 집착하며 사무소를 전전했던 것도, 외곽을 탐사했던 것도, 어쩌면 그게 틀렸길 바랬던 것일지도 몰라. 그래, 그 자식이 뒤졌다면 나는 목표를 잃어버릴지도 모르니까.
홍로라고 한답니다. 잘해보자고요, 우리. 우와, 당신 지금 보니까 멋진 머리를 달고 계시는군요. 요즘은 이런 놀이가 유행하고 있나 보죠? 흥미롭네요. 제 눈이 다 즐거울 정도예요. 아, 물론 제가 하고 싶지는 않지만요. 뭐 어디에나 있을 법한 흔한 집안이죠. 아마 다들 비슷하지 않을까요? 조리장에게 반찬 투정을 하고 옷 입혀주는 사용인들을 쓸데없이 곤란하게 해서 할아버지에게 혼나는 것 같지 말이에요. 네? 제 말이 뭔가 이상했나요?
안녕, 로자야. 긴 이름도 있는데 정없어 보이니까 그냥 로자라고 불러줘. 단테 씨는 돈 좋아해? 난 그게 제일 좋던데. 그것 말고도 술, 고기 좋아하는 건 많긴 한데 그런 건 돈만 있으면 다 얻을 수 있는 거잖아. 그치? 응? 아껴야 하는 건 아니냐고? 속 좁은 소리 안 해. 펑펑 쓰고 팍팍 벌면 되는 거지 뭐. 그렇게 되게 해줄 거지, 단테? 모든 게 돈처럼 다시 걷어들일 수 있으면 좋을 텐데 왜 저지른 일은 아무리 메꾸려 해도 도로 제자리 걸음인지. 춥다. 다 같이 따뜻해지고 싶었던 것뿐인데.
그래 부르다. 뭐 자고 있을 때 빼고는 편하게 부르라고. 뭐야 관리자 양반? 이팔에 관심이 있나? 왜? 탐나나 보지? 아니라고? 그럼 그 짜증나는 머리 좀 저리 치우지 그래? 의외일지 모르겠지만 나도 좋아서 이딴 걸 달고 있는 건 아니니까. 보고 싶지 않은 것들만 널려있는, 고개를 돌린다면 선택조차 할 수 없는 그 풍경. 나는 그곳에서 뭘 해내야만 했던 거지?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, sorry for the delay. I had to get food. I hadn't eaten all day. So I scarfed down like a whole fucking burrito bowl in 10 minutes. Goddamn. And okay, today we are gonna be doing Canto III. I don't know how long this chapter is. Maybe we finish it tonight, who knows. I also got this. Is it this one? This thing? I don't know what to grab from this. I don't know who's good here. So I'm gonna hold off on popping it just for now. Excuse me. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Alright. Let's just get right to it, yeah? I don't know what this is. The unconfronting. Humming along. Enter. I did go through the Tesco's tutorial. I retained some of it. I still don't know what I'm doing. It's great. Sun's almost set, leaving the bus to be shrouded in dusk. Karen's humming a song while driving. I found myself singing along in my head to that strangely familiar tune.
아름다운 연주는 세상의 망가진 것들에게서부터 나옵니다. 아이러니한 이치죠.
The most beautiful of performances are born from broken or ruined things. Ironic the way the world works. Virgilia spoke, having noticed that I was looking at the driver's seat.
하나, 온전히 음유를 느낄 수 있는 것은 정작 그들의 몫이 아니니.
Alas, they have not the privilege to fully appreciate the glee of their own music. Oh, how unjust that is.
Karen,
you look like you're in a good mood today. Karen nodded.
기분 좋으면
Joy brings out singing.
그래,
I see.
하지만
Although,
너는 오히려
as far as I remember, you would often hum that song when you felt down.
카론, 그런 기억 없어.
Karan has no such memories.
카론은 즐거울 때만
Karan
노래해.
sings when she's happy. Virgilius' eyes seem to well with a subdued shade of dark. The kind of hue that would be picked right away if one wanted to express solitude as a color. But it only lasted for a brief moment. So I decided to dismiss it as the vivid sunset playing tricks with the light.
이제 카론이 흥얼거리는 세상은 고요한
The world Karan hums now is one that lacks sound and color.
길고 긴
He's going through a long tunnel with no exit in sight.
헤어나오지 못하고 있으니
I'm sure that, just like the history of my own life that I've forgotten, Karan and Virgilius must have their own threads of cool reminders.
이런 너무
Ah,
개인적인
pardon me, I
이야기는
believe that's
그만하기로
enough of
하죠.
personal stories, Dante.
당신의 업무는
The work is to manage your crew, not befriend this old guide. When I looked at his face again, that momentary hint of sadness had fleeted, replaced with a faint smile. I gave him a few nods, then turned around to check on Sinners. Our bus passengers have had lifted spirits for a while now. It helped that they did what they were assembled for and secured a golden bough for the first time. All the Sinners were busy talking about their exploits in J-Corp's district.
내가 그때 딱 카드 내는 걸 봤어야 했는데 진짜 명장면이었다니까.
Did you see me show that card right there? Seriously, that was a real highlight.
저 이야기만 7번째
I'm starting to get sick of hearing the same story for the 7th time in a row, so let me change the subject. Where are we going this time?
이번 목적지는 K
This time, we're headed to K-Corp's nest.
아, 11구?
District 11, eh? Job's taking me to all sorts of places I'd never had thought to visit.
그곳에도 손에 꼽히는
It's home to another great individual, and you are certain to find a souvenir shop there. I've always yearned for a limited edition figurine set.
오, 거기 햄버거 맛있다고
Didn't also have a
유명한
restaurant chain
프랜차이즈
famous for its
식당 있지
hamburg
않았어?
steak.
요즘에는 세상
Life has
살기가
gotten much easier
편해진 모양이다.
these days, hasn't it? Back in my marching days, all I had was a pinch of salt in my
입에
mouth.
소금만 물고 가는 것이 전부야. 그러게 말이에요.
I know, right?
제가
The only
항해할
food I
때
could swallow
목구멍에
during my
남길 수 있는
voyage was canned soup
음식이라곤
that tasted
철맛이
like
나는
iron.
콩조림 수프가 전부였는데.
Ew.
침 고인다. 그렇지 않아, 류슈?
Can't wait to try the steak, right, Ryochu?
뭐 지역마다 다를 피해색을
Imagining the
생각하니
variances in blood color by region does make me salivate. This woman.
진짜
Discuss
무슨
anything with
얘기를
you.
못 하겠어.
Hey, kiddo, what do you want to eat?
꼬맹이.
Looking for someone to share tales with and have a sensible conversation, Rodian naturally turned to Sinclair. However,
싱클레어?
Sinclair.
어머, 얘 왜 이래?
Gosh, golly, what's wrong?
하얗게 질렸군.
He's turned pale.
과호흡과
He's also
오한도
suffering from hyperventilation and tremors. How long has he been like this?
베르길리우스님이
Ever since Mr. Vigilius mentioned K-Corp.
때부터임.
Didn't you tell me earlier?
명령이 없었기 때문입니다.
Because you don't order me to do so. Alright. Berthold stared at me like I was at fault for not doing the obvious.
속이 갑자기
I
안
just got an upset
좋아져서요.
stomach. Sorry.
진짜 괜찮은 거 맞아?
Really? Sure you're okay? Now that I think about it, Faust, I'm noticing a trend where one of us has visceral reactions to the destinations that Virgilius reveals. Additionally, when we arrive, it turns out the place does have history with the person in question. Does that have something to do with the reason we joined the company?
우리라고 칭하시는군요.
You just referred to the team as we.
미묘한 변화의 차이를
It's a part of my
감지하는
mission to detect the slightest of changes.
것도, 그리고
As for your question, while I can't tell you the reasons for recruiting sinners in detail,
저희가 가야 할
there'd be no
행선지와
point in denying that our destinations and the backgrounds of each sinner are indeed related to a degree.
기다 아니다부터 말하면
Will upper schnapps have some condition that make them yap on and on about things that can be answered with a plain yes or no?
두갈적 발화가 언제나
Eastern
옳지는 않아요.
Proteron isn't always correct.
파우스트는 그때
Faust simply absorbs the most effective mode of communication for the given situation. Stir what?
배운 사람이라서가 아니라
It means that you're struggling to understand Faust because you're too uneducated.
파우스트의
Not that
말이
Faust is
헷갈린다는
overeducated. Just as Heathcliff approached Faust with his bat shaking in fury, Sinclair suddenly started throwing up on the floor. Ugh. The bus finally quieted down after that. Yuck. Don't like that. Okay. 3-2 inspection. I shouldn't be. I'm just gonna go ahead and just keep using this dude. I'll learn how to play this game eventually, I'm sure.
최선이겠죠?
Why is my... Hang on one moment, I think it's being a little bit... Why? Okay. I don't know, my OBS is giving me issues again, as usual. Shortly after the situation with Sinclair was dealt with...
그나저나
By the way, you meant the back streets of District 11 when you said K-Corp's nest, yeah?
딴지 걸기엔 다들
I missed pointing it out earlier since everyone got a bit excited there.
난 어지간해서는
I rarely misspeak, if ever.
맞게 들었어.
I know what I said, Gregor. K-Corp's nest is where we're going.
아니 근데
Alright,
둥지로
but if we're
들어가려면
entering a nest,
그래.
here's the immigration process.
난 K사 비자 없는데.
You don't have a K-Corp visa? You ain't about to tell me everyone else got one, right?
뭐냐?
Why are you looking at me?
방법은 간단하다.
The solution is simple,
돌,
CI.
그리고 뚫릴 때까지
And keep on
죽살을
DIER
반복한다.
until we've breached the defense.
닭, 돌, 죽, 살.
Whatever that eccentric abbreviation means, Ryoshi, the sinners have learned to stop questioning it.
림버스 컴퍼니 정도의
A company as
회사라면
big as ours might
그냥
get a free
통과될지도
pass.
모를 텐. 그리고
Not to mention, breaking through using the method dear Ryoshi suggested will take ages. How badly must you underestimate a nest
대체 뭐라고 생각하는 거예요?
How badly must you underestimate a nest actively governed by a wing to say that? I see. No one's gonna take into account how much I'll suffer for that cider, huh? Way up. Welcome in, Stanley Mark. Welcome in. Sadly, none of our sinners bothered to respond to me in any capacity.
이스마일이 말한 대로
As Ishmael said, we'll pass the immigration without needing a visa.
Limbus Company의
The
뒤에
Limbus Company has backing from the shareholders of a wide array of fields.
아, 혹시 H사의
Do you happen to know the shareholder of H-Corp then?
제 동생이 어렸을
They
때
once
불륜색
personally visited our
여권이
home
아니면 안
because my younger
된다고
sibling insisted upon having a red
직접 저희 집에
passport as a
방문해
kid.
주신 적이
글쎄
Can I say? I'm merely a humble guide who wouldn't be in the position to know such a thing.
그렇게
Otherwise, the question doesn't seem like one that's really worth answering.
너무하네요.
How harsh.
그보다 중요한 건
At least the route to the checkpoint is our concern.
검문소의 심사가 까다롭다는
Oh,
건
did my thing freeze? Why did it
통행권을
freeze?
노리는 자들이 지천으로 널려 있다는 뜻이기도 하지.
Oh, my shit just fucking died. Give me a moment. Why do you do this? Come on. You can do it. Really? Really? I don't know. Let me try setting up a new capture source. Seriously? I actually don't know when my shit stopped. Oh, OBS. Okay. Huh. Why? Why? I don't want to restart OBS, man. Is your camera frozen? My camera, I think, just OBS stopped detecting it for some reason. And I'm trying to figure out why. I might have to restart this thing, and I don't want to do that because I'm pretty sure it'll like split the stream up. I don't want to do. I might have to though. I might not have a choice here. Okay, I'm gonna kill OBS, and hopefully we can just restart the stream without having to actually start a new stream. Okay, I'm gonna try to restart OBS. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back. I hope that didn't fuck things up too much. We're okay. And I don't think. Okay, we're good. Everything's fine. Thorough inspection means that there are plenty of people looking for an easy way in, including those who take the pass by force.
버스 근처에 불청객의 소리가 많다.
Oops. I hear several. Oh, okay. It's just people coming to fuck with us again. Okay. I see. Yeah. I don't know. My computer's been kind of like fucky lately. I don't know why. OBS do be like that sometimes. Yeah, I skipped an update that might have something to do with it. Okay, I know I watched the video on how combat works, and I still don't fucking understand it, I'm gonna be honest with you. How do I see what they're weak? Okay, so they're weak to what exactly? I guess it doesn't really matter. That's for bosses primarily, right? Just gonna stick with matching colors. I might have to. I saw there was like an updated version of the guide, so I might have to watch that because, God, I don't know what I'm doing. Do you know how many chapters are in chapter 3? Or how many sections are in chapter 3? I want to see how far we can get into this tonight. I don't know if we'll be able to finish the entire thing tonight. Why am I using Sinclair? It doesn't matter. Grinding ID training ticket? No, I'm running through Canto III. I don't know how to do that. For now, just win clashes, okay? But as long as you have more coins, you win, right? That's what I'm getting from it. Cock-a-hoop, Karen's cock-a-hoop parking. What? Alright, off the bus, time to get inspected. The older version of the guide is okay and explains most of the mechanics. Okay. I'll have to re-watch it because I don't think I retained too much besides like damage types and Clash, like the basics of Clash. Don't go around making a scene expecting things to go your way, because that will not be how it works in this particular place. I thought his words were pretty intimidating, but despite the worries, we welcome all visitors to K-Corp's Nest open-heartedly. Please form an orderly line as you enter and stand where the instructions indicate. The menacing and interrogative atmosphere subdued the temper of any first-time visitors, and the sinners were no exception. I could occasionally hear Sinclair sniffling, followed by Roja and Gregor calming him. Understand the basics of coins and clashes enough already. Okay, cool. More coin equal good. Any of my questions why we're met with heads shaken sideways? Here, how nice it is to see you all stay in line and behave like a brood of chicks on an outing. I caught a stream. Hey, welcome in, Fructose. Yeah, I'm just running through Canto III right now. I'm starting. Why are you out here? What made you follow us outside the bus this time? Noticing my flustered reaction at the unexpected company, Virgilius opened his mouth. Because this is a nest, Dante. If one of you were to get into unexpected trouble here, well, Dante, the responsibility will be a bit too heavy for you to bear alone. When Virgilius puts it like that, it sounded as if you were saying, you're not reliable enough to be sent without supervision. But I knew it would be wise to keep this to myself. Progression goes from auto win rate to understand coin and clash and stuff back to win rating. Okay. Just make sure your win rate is high. Easy.
압도했습니다. 제 기존 범술보다 한층 더 향상된 기술.
Wait, okay, so while there's actually people here, I got this thing. How do I go back? This thing. Okay. What do I get here? Which one of these dudes do I get? Because I'm assuming something here will actually be useful, seeing as I don't actually have many characters. Oh, what are we doing here? Sinclair? Which one is Sinclair? Which one's a Sinclair one? I can't tell if that's Dawn or Sinclair. This is Sinclair. The one who shall grip. I think. Yeah, it is. And Sinclair. Okay, let's do that. Oh, Sinclair, okay. How you open MD, you can farm gold boxes, exchange shards here, and Sinclair end scores. Okay, I got it. I got him. Sinclair for general content, literally. Faust for support, but I would recommend Sinclair. Okay, we got him. Nice. Cool. Back to fighting. Back to killing some dudes. Use code purple.
금방금방 빠지네요.
The line's moving quickly. It'll be our turn in about 10 minutes at most.
통과 질문은 저희 13명이 다 해야 하나요?
Well, all 13 of us need to answer immigration questions. They won't be able to understand Manager Dante, so what should we do? Ishmael seemed to have a bit of a habit of speaking quickly and being more inquisitive when she got anxious. I was just about to get to that. Listen up. The K-Corp official will only ask very simple questions to the passengers in this line, and your answers will be similarly concise. Arvin, did you check out Dawn Kid? If yes, your thoughts? Oh, I haven't seen anything. I don't know anything. When the border official asks about the nature of your visit, say, I'm here for business on the behalf of Limbus Company. Refer to my work visa. Dawn is insane. I saw the picture. She looks very pretty. Remember this exact phrase so you can recite it word for word. I'll take care of the rest, so you just have to prove that you aren't here to cause trouble.
혹시나 저 말을 외우지
If you've
못하겠다면
been memorizing that is too much of a burden for you, I suggest that you keep your mouth shut. Sinclair uses negative points, so the more negative his sanity, the stronger he is. Oh, so I get to abuse the kid? Hell yeah.
갖고
You can
계시는
present your
상황증은
employee card
내
instead.
얘기만 해도
If I want him like losing clashes and stuff, right? Because you lose sanity when you lose clashes, right? Be quiet and don't cause trouble. Easiest tasks in the world. The new Dawn ID has a crazy kid. I don't even know what constitutes crazy in this game. I have like no frame of reference whatsoever. I sneakily mumbled a sarcastic remark. I was worried that Faust might rat me out, but thankfully, Virgilius was idly staring off into space, sparing me from his scathing commentary. Now, next up. If you have a question, make sure to first ask yourself if it's actually meaningful. Then, quietly raise your hand. Several hands were lifted, including mine. His coins lose power when they hit heads. Oh. Wow. Is there a way to just straight up tank your unit's coin flips? Like, how do I make him lose? Rhodium.
업무 목적이니까 무기는 들고 들어가도 되지?
Since this trip is for business, we can carry our weapons, eh? Correct. Next.
그럼 그에게
Then
기기에
Greg's
대한
creepy
티나
crawly arm and
단테의
Dante's
근사한 시계놀이도
Chi-Chi clock heads.
상관없겠네?
What? Chi-Chi clockhead are getting a pass too?
맞아요. 참고로
That should be the
관리자님의
case.
머리는
For your
무기가 아니라
reference, our
의지와
manager's head
분리되기
counts as a
때문에
prosthetic
관광
rather
비자에도
than a weapon.
허용은돼요. 비록
Which
불사의
means it'd be
능력을 지니고
approved even if
있더라도요.
what we had were a tourist visa. Powers to revive notwithstanding. Ishmael took the role of the model student and answered in Virgilius that she's actually just an adult. Feels like something changed about Ishmael's attitude since the casino job. She seems to have decided to take matters into her own hands after I betrayed her expectations of my capabilities as a leader. Yes, as a catch when you play Sinclair, you have to lose clashes first to stack minus SB. To lose them coins for clash power. Oh. But when you win a clash, you gain SB in a cycle. Okay, I see. So you just have to keep making the boy lose.
정확해.
Precisely. Gregor and I put our hands down at the same time.
그리고 리오슈.
Ryoshu, put out your cigarette before you speak.
난 손 안
I wanna know
대었다만.
this dude's deal. Make sure he doesn't reach minus 45 sanity, use his death skill to restore. Wait, why do I want him to restore or reach my... Don't I want him to go as low as possible? Right? Because then he just never hits. Virgilius was doing his best to ignore Don Quixote's arm stretched skyward. I like this one, she's funny. But he finally caved and gave the woman with an adamantly raised hand a chance to speak.
그래.
Fine.
돈키호테.
Don Quixote, what is it?
저 유리벽은 어떤 용도로 있는 것이오?
For what purpose doth that barrier of glass serve? Following Don Quixote's finger, our attention was drawn to the glass wall stood in the middle of the building. On the other side of that clear dividing wall were countless people waiting in line.
저쪽은 기다린다기보다는
That line slowed to a crawl. People are sat on the floor waiting for it to move. He will go insane and he will be me when I finish reading the Ichi. Oh god, okay. Point taken, I see.
줄을 선지 꽤 시간이 지난 모양이야.
Looks like they've been here for quite some time.
무장 경호원도 많군.
There are many armed guards as well, 3 times as many compared to this side.
대부분 건물에 세워져 있는 유리벽.
Most of the glass walls you find inside buildings are there for safety reasons.
뭐 쉽게 말하자면
Well,
뒷골목
simply
사람들
put, that line's for
전용
backstreet folks. Each
둥지마다
nest handles immigration
방식은
differently, but wherever it may be, it's super duper hard to get into another nest without a proper visa.
진짜 까다롭거든. 왜 검문소 근처에서 목숨까지 걸고 우리를
Why do you think those bullies
습격하고
jumped us on the way to the checkpoint? They wanted our visa so they could enter the nest.
우리가 해결해 줄 수.
Problem we are not in our power to resolve. However, that answer didn't satisfy Don Quixote. Whether it was the fault of the gloomy yet oppressive atmosphere of the area beyond the wall, or the disturbances happening in there, I couldn't say.
관리자님, 저희 차례.
Manager, it's our turn now. Right. Our line moved at such a quick pace, we barely had time to chat before it was our turn to answer the officials' questions.
기억하세요.
Remember, when you're asked about the purpose of your visit,
왔냐고 하면
한 번만 더 말하면
remind me one more time and I'll show sangria to you in the official or whatever. Despite Ishmael's worries, our inspection was smooth sailing.
소속 그룹
Please state your affiliation and purpose of visit.
업무처 림버스 컴퍼니에서 왔습니다.
I come from Limbus Company business. Here's my employee card.
확인했습니다. 다음.
All checked out. Next.
림버스 컴퍼니에서
Limbus
왔죠.
Company, business reasons. Take a look at my card and all that.
확인했습니다.
All checked out. Next. After our first sinner proved who we work for, it was a breeze for the rest of us. The official asked the same question in the same dry tone, took a cursory glance at our faces and employee cards, though based on their speed it seemed more like a customary gesture rather than an actual look over, then let each sinner pass. Something's amiss over
무슨
there.
문제가 생겼나 봐요.
Oh, Don, please don't do anything. The glass wall standing between us and them was thick enough to block out sound. It was hard for us to tell what was going on through the wall. However, I could see what was happening unambiguously. Someone with cuffed hands was being dragged away by security. And a small child was crying next to them, clearly scared and confused.
신경 쓰지 말죠.
We shouldn't bother.
모르지만
I know what's
날개의
happening, but I
금기를
guess
어긴
someone broke a
모양이에요.
taboo. Yeah, Don's going in there. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, sure. Those impoverished vandals and their audacity to break the taboo of not stuffing enough cash in the right people's pockets, am I right?
지금 저한테 이죽되는
Are you
건가요?
mocking me right now?
뭐야?
What? I thought you didn't care.
신경 쓸 일은 아니라며. 너무 신경
Guess someone's
씁니다.
knickers are in a twist. While I was distracted by Heathcliff loudly celebrating his first successful tease on Ishmael, our usual suspect sprang forth at her least expected moment yet
소속
again.
그룹 이유를 말씀해 주세요.
Please state your affiliation and purpose of visit. Just please.
약자에게 자유를 주기 위해
I am come to liberate the weak and powerless. An emotion is expressed for the first time on the checkpoint official's face. Flabbergastation. I don't even know if that's actually a word. They looked up at Don Quixote with a face screaming that it was flabbergasted.
저자들을 풀어주게.
Release them at once. Can you not see that they are suffering?
소속 그룹
Please state your affiliation and purpose of visit. The official ignored her demand and parroted the same question. Don, no, yeah, exactly, Don, please. All the while, Don Quixote was getting more upset by the minute. Someone, stop her, hit her, put her down. In looking through the transparent wall again, Saw the desperate child mouth a scream at the man dragged away in handcuffs. Dad. Man.
그대가 나설 마음이 없다면
Man.
내가 직접 해결하겠네.
If you are willing to take action, then I shall myself. Oh boy.
코드 퍼플.
Code purple. Code purple.
K185 위반 발생.
Violation of taboo K185 on site.
트롬보사이트 지원 요망.
Requesting thrombocyte units. Repeat, requesting thrombocyte. Veering away from inquiry like a broken record, the official spoke an intimidating immune response to the radio.
안내합니다.
Attention, all personnel, code purple, code purple.
순환 이동
Circulation hall 2, inspection booth 14, thrombocyte, leukocyte.
루코사이트.
That's a white blood cell. Blaring sirens accompanied by the perplexing announcement. All the while, the thick metal gates shut around us.
그냥 대갈통을 부수고 시체자루에 넣어서
Should have smashed her skull and carried her in a body sack.
그런다고
Why did Virgilius not
아주
stop
달라질
this?
건 없었을 것 같지만요.
Yeah, that would have made much of a difference.
솜보 루코.
Rumbo, Luco. I believe they refer to platelets and white blood cells respectively. My girl needs to learn pain. She will. Oh, I have no doubt that she will. That's the whole point of each Canto, right? We just make them suffer. It must be them. Fitting for K-Corp, I'd say. Is K-Corp like a medical company? Is that why? Looking in the direction Faust indicated, we all saw what she meant. Security forces wearing menacing uniforms were staring at us. Man. Alright. Time to go beat some dudes up. But first, the one who shall grip. Now, this one I can level up, yes? Oh, no, I can't. Oh, no, I do have some stuff. Nice. I think, what, 20 is probably fine, right? Then I can up-tie as well. Nice. Enough for a second one. Cool. Good enough. 2 battle. Actually, we're gonna bring an assault. I don't wanna struggle.
해오던 대로 방송을
You will learn more about K-Corp in Canto IV. Yes. Oh, yes. Sort of. Okay. I kind of had a feeling since everything seems very, you know, sterile. I've gotten used to this sort of situation, but it looks pretty serious. Indeed.
날개의 금기를 어겼습니다.
We violated the taboo of the wing, after all. It's not like anyone was hurt. Can't we just talk this through? Faust looks straight into my face. For Faust to face someone directly when she usually stares into empty space as she speaks can only indicate one thing. I must have said something incredibly frustrating. They will all learn pain, oh dear lord. No matter the wing, infringement of a taboo means a loud explosion left Don Quixote dismembered where she said, oh
별도의 발포 경고
boy.
없이 금기자를 처단할 수 있다는 뜻이에요.
But lethal measures can be taken against the violator without warning. It looks like border control isn't willing to forgive us until they dismember the rest of the sinners. Armed security staff is surrounding us on all sides. Never cease to surprise me. Why did he not stop it? You managed to wring out the last drop of expectation I had left for you. Yep. I'm keeping out. Pin the whole thing on her or take responsibility or whatever.
아까는 관리자님만으로는 부족하니까
And you accompanied us
동행한
to
거라면서요.
handle situations that our manager can't alone. Came with you to take care of inevitable problems, not have a pissing session in the wind. Virgilius casually pushed his way through the line of armed guards and leaned against the wall. He then crossed his arms as if to further drive home that he'll remain a spectator. Yep. Alright, we did it. We did it. We saved K-Corp. Alright, so how do I make sure he loses? These are both definitely hitting, right? Oh, I see orange here. Yeah.
꿈은 단정한 상품이에요.
결투는 끝나지 않았다.
Damn. Just match controllers. Okay, so how? Let me see here. Where's their sanity? Oh, it's down here. I see. Struggling. Yeah, that's what we like to see.
승부처다. 좋은 결투였다. 결투는 끝나지 않아.
I see for the clean. Why does this guy keep attacking? What the heck? Are you Sinclair Bully 3000? So far he has not managed to impress me with his showing in the last two contests. I think the sum of his reactions has been him crying, so for the time being, he will remain bullied. Though I hear this chapter actually makes him kind of useful. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they why he is the way he is, you know.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데. 시간이 의뢰했다면
Oh wait, no, in Canto II he was like dancing and shit. That, I guess, yeah, okay, he did some stuff there. But you know. Well, you don't lose coins when you clash, it's only if you lose the clash, I see.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
다 죽어라.
Really just gonna watch from there.
그렇게 쳐다봐도 소용없어.
Won't serve me with that look, manager.
아무도 귀담아 듣지
Nothing more than a
않는
guide that none pay heed to. It would be impertinent of me to brandish my weapon.
주제넘은 짓이 아니겠습니까?
He has a weapon? Well, to meddle one final time, K-Corp Singularity takes the form of healing bullets that restore most wounds in the blink of an eye.
웬만한 상처쯤은
I suppose it could be compared to that ability of yours. Hey, wait. Completely ignoring my feeble plea, not that they could hear it, K-Corp security guards closed in on us. Oh, we're dying. We're just gonna die. So what happens if Dante dies? Are we just fucked? Is it over?
압도했습니다. 제 기존 검술보다 한층 더 향상된 기술을 쓸 수 있었다고.
Can Dante die?
시청자의 수가 대폭
Verboten.
증가하게.
Forbidden. Are any of the base IDs worth actually leveling? Because I'm not gonna have a full team.
깨끗한 세계를 세우라.
Unless I level a couple of these dudes up. Okay.
불길 속으로.
Thanks, Don, for taking on unnecessary. Yeah. This is all Don's fault. Which, I mean, we should have seen this coming from like a mile away, honestly. There is no reason we should have let that happen, but we did. That's kind of on us.
꿈에는 단정하지 않군요.
좋아.
Nice.
그쪽으로.
This number here is attack power, right? Or how much damage they're doing,
단정하지 않군요.
I think? Or is that the roll? Complete Canto 5 and your ID can be upgraded to level 45. Complete Canto 6 and your ID can be upgraded to level 50. Right. It's just like, how high should I get my people? Like, what's a comfortable spot to just leave them at until I get better units, you know?
즉시 제거하시죠. 위험인물 발견. 제압할게요.
결투는 끝나지.
Around 35, 40, okay. So I figure I'll just get my current team to that level, and then we'll be okay.
좋은 결투.
Because I figure I won't really need to, like, really get the mechanics down until a bit later. So I assume as long as my levels are high enough, I can just sort of curb stomp them, you know?
압도했습니다. 제 기존 검술보다 한층 더 향상된
HP
기술을 쓸 수
bullets.
있었다고 생각. 착수.
But no, just straight to the fight, aren't we? Go on. I mean, we're just gonna win them all.
된다면 4월을
최선의 방어를.
So when it shows this +5 above their number, so the big number is what? Their final roll, right? And then the plus is just however much their coin flip gave. Is that how that goes?
쓰러지겠네.
살을 베어내고
Big number is total final. I see. And then plus is just how much was added to that. What? Oh, someone's got staggered.
4월을
Oh, they're healing. Surely, right?
된다면 4월을
Excuse me. My flesh. Oh, he actually lost that. Nice. Jesus, done. So if I do win rate, right?
된다면 4월을 건지 살을 베어내고
How important is it to pick like the card they pick? Like, because I remember in the video it said they had like skill 1, skill 2, skill 3 and stuff like that. Should I just always be aiming for their skill 2 cards? Healing is so annoying. What's he at now? 16. A-Corp Singularity. HP bullets. Any would-be fatal injuries we managed to inflict were healed away with a single shot of those regenerative rounds. It was only a matter of time before the thread by which Heathcliff's patience was hung snapped. Can't take it anymore. This is about to be the most pointless fight in the world. Can't you see? Right now you're only caring about clashing. When you have like a proper team, you care more on choosing which. Okay, so right now literally just clashes. I told you, entering into conflict with a wing is an exercise in futility. Yeah, for now just choose a skill with the most clash power. Okay. Didn't know the futility would hit us right away. Flesh regrows as soon as it's removed. It's difficult to continue on with combat. Really? Art can be rubbish like this, huh? Yoshio made the most pained expression I've seen from her, begrudgingly swinging her sheath around. Cuts and slashes will mend before even a drop of blood can spill from them. There couldn't be a worse battle for the Yoshio to fight. Is there anything we can do? HP or helipoiesis is a bioengineered technology that allows for the continuous repair of damaged or lost cells. One dose already lasts considerably long, so imagine what that means for those in the nest who receive constant supplies. To put it simply, you can't reasonably defeat them in combat. Even Faust was shaking her head in despondency, but then... In the height of chaos, I had arrived and realized, oh boy, who is this? A peal of overwhelmingly energetic laughter rang through the air. You look at this color and skill frame, the darker the color and the bigger the frame, skill 1, skill 2, and skill 3. Okay, I see. Like in mid-late game, there are IDs with S2 that goes like unused game by charge, and S3 that goes like if you have 10 charge. Oh, so like stockpiling resources. Siegfried. A figure approached us with terrifying force, reminiscent of a frenzied beast. What's that thing running at us? ETA is 3 seconds. Manager, your judgment? I don't know, I'm not sure what to... Virgilius was the only one who showed no surprise. To be more clear, he was more displeased than unsurprised at this apparently expected arrival. Ah, there you are. A-Corp superstar. A jovial-looking man appeared amidst the chaos with an obnoxious laugh. Oh boy. Greetings, one and all. You are free to share stories of the heroic feats you are to witness here. But photographs and more will require permission from K-Corp. The K-Corp just makes superheroes? Man doesn't have arms. Alas, I must attend to a magazine interview in half an hour, so I cannot overlinger. I pray you to understand. I was wondering when you'd come. I heard you became a wagey serving the wing, Siegfried. I see your tongue as sharp as ever, dear fellow. I rushed here at once in response to Code Purple, and methinks your friends were the perpetrators. Not exactly friends. I hope you understand that I have nothing to do with the commotion. In that case, yep, I'm counting on you to give them a spicy lesson. What are you two muttering about? Don't bowl well. K-Corp is a corp of healing tech in quotation marks. I mean, technically it is healing, right? they're shooting him and they're healing. Agreed. From under what stone did he come out? It appears that some of you come from faraway lands. Right then, I shall grant you all the privilege of photography for this special occasion.
우리를 아주 길거리 추종자처럼 대하고
He creates us like worshippers on the street. How dare you? No. No, Don, please. Don Quixote, what's wrong? That man, he, him, the man himself.
우리가 좀 바빠서 1분 안으로 끝내줘.
We're in a hurry, so get this done within 1 minute if possible and keep that clock cut out of this. Not prosthetic, is it? Right then, make it 50 seconds.
50초로 하지.
Both a skilled fighter and talented performer, I could only watch in awe as he proved himself to be nothing short of a hero. You can use R Corp or W Corp Assault if you want to try charge ID. Okay, R Corp or W Corp.
자, 여기를 한번 봐주게.
Now look here once more, I'm sure our fans will love it. This blighter is too damn strong.
방금 뭐란
What did you
거지?
do just now? Wasn't that cute?
깜찍하군 그래.
One after another, he made short work of the sinners. Aurelius watched the carnage with a pleased expression. About time they learned what happens if they kick up a ruckus in a nest thinking they can get away with it. Dante, you may not remember it at the moment, but at one point you used to be something of a bigwig, so to speak. I was. I just couldn't picture it. Right now I'm just a powerless leader who fumbles in any emergency, constantly being chewed up, spat out, and ignored in the trash by my sinners. They've even started treating me as the team's field medic. To think that this miserable manager used to be the respected leader of many sometime in the past. I felt a genuine desire to ask Faust for another way to recover my memories. However, your memory loss does not wholly excuse all the faults in your performance as the manager. I'm certain you understand what I mean. I thought of the staff at the K-Corp checkpoint. They showed no pity for the family they were about to tear apart, treating it all as nothing more than part of the due procedure. Although Don Quixote got us into trouble when she sprang forth to rectify injustice, I just know it would have haunted my sleep for days if we turned a blind eye. And seeing Heathcliff tighten the grip on his weapon to veins as he witnessed the disturbance. If not Don Quixote, I feel at least one of us would have intervened. Truth be told, I didn't do everything in my power to keep Don Quixote down. Virgilius isn't necessarily wrong when he says the blame rests on me for causing this. Taking back my head might not be for the best after all, Virgilius. Ah dear, gotta tell him to put a microphone next time. I'll take it that you've gotten my point. Hurrah, 46.5 seconds. Another day, another heroic tale of justice written. Looks like the curtains are closed. Time to rewind, Dante. Are we ever not gonna get our asses kicked? It feels like that's been happening a lot. Effie, South, they're still here? They're still here? Why are they still following us? After 12 worlds of agony, the sinners were all back in one piece. The massacre must have been humbling because it feels rather strange seeing them this quiet.
어떻게 지내고 있었는가 붉은 시선.
No,
요새
okay,
통 얼굴 보기가
fantastic.
힘들었는데.
Great.
동지 속
How's
우수한
life been,
해결사들의
Red
모임에도
Gaze?
안
We
나오고.
barely had a chance to meet in recent times. Haven't shown up to the League of Excellent Nest-Dwelling Fixers lately either.
내가 초대장을 무려 수십 장이나 보냈는데 받지
Were you
못한
able to,
것인가?
were you unable to read the dozens of invitations I sent you?
주소 바꿨어.
Change addresses, and I don't have the time to lick top brass boots like you're doing. I don't know what happened between these two, but Virgilius is a bit hostile here, right?
첫 보기에도 둘의 성향이
The
다르다고
difference in
느끼지
disposition
않나요?
between them is rather clear, isn't it, Dante? In what ways?
간단히 말하자면
Simply put, Mr. Siegfried can be described as a pro-wing fixer, based on the views he's expressed.
반면에 베르길리우스 씨는
On the other hand, our guy Virgilius sought independence as a fixer.
영향력이 강한 어느
He
한
believed that a
곳에
fixer loses sight of their
중독되는
core
순간
principles the moment they become
해결사가
subordinate.
지켜야 할
to an
최소한의
influential
가치마저
entity.
힘 있는 자들 한정에선
He's someone who is
누구보다
strict towards those with power,
엄격한
after all.
사람입니다.
While speaking with Faust, I saw Don Quixote quake and approach Siegfried with shaky hands. She must have been honored to see him, even after being mincemeat by his hands mere moments ago.
팬이요. 그대 피규어도 모아놓았어. 한정판은 아니지만 나도 그대처럼 엄청난
A fan I am. I have collected figurines sculpted after you. Though I've yet to get my hands on limited editions, I set my heart on becoming a magnificent fixer such as you.
해결사
Aspiring
꿈나무도
fixer, I've little time to spare, but more than enough for an autograph.
해줄 수 있지.
그게 정말이요?
Is that true? Then would you sign an autograph here?
여기.
I really like the voice acting for Don. It's so funny. Slobrats, Don Quixote.
안내합니다. 상황 종료.
Attention, code purple
코드
dismissed.
퍼플.
Code purple dismissed. All
상황
codes clear.
종료. 코드 퍼플.
일은
That's a job well done.
성공적으로 끝마쳤다. 그럼 또
Now then,
어디선가에서
until
보도록
next
하지.
we meet. Leaping with tremendous force, Siegfried vanished into the air. Although there was a small delay, we did get a travel permit in the end. Virgilius returned to the bus in the meantime, or perhaps he only got off knowing that we'd run into that Siegfried. He looked rather upset as he walked away, but no one else seemed to care that much. Yo, you just hit 800. Yeah. We're almost to the 1,000, the milestone for YouTube. Heck yeah. Also, welcome in, and it's been a while. How's life been lately? Oh my god, Don. Clueless to the surrounding frigidness, Don Quixote was happy as a clam, caressing the sheet of paper autographed by Siegfried.
꿈을 꾸고 있는 것은 아닌지 모르겠어.
I must be caught in a dream. Manager Esquire, will you pinch my cheek just once?
내 볼따구 한 번만 꼬집어줄 수 있겠어?
Just as I was about to give the blissful Don Quixote a word while we walked out of the border checkpoint. Oh, oh no, you're fine. We're still only like, I don't even know how far in. We're not very far in. An unarmored vehicle stopped before us. Unarmored.
새로운 적인가?
A newfound foe, bolder than to
둥지
challenge us right in front of a next
감독
checkpoint.
이 차는 LCC.
This vehicle is from LCC, the clearance department. Howling fast, plain replied, the vehicle's door is opened.
나참
Ah, jeez, what took you so long? We had to cycle 3 laps waiting for it to be over. Still here. A couple of familiar faces appeared out of the car. Effie and Sode. Even though their outfits had changed, their faces were greased with just as much confidence and poise. People from the before team, eh? Something about you looks different, I gotta say.
그건 카지노 잠입을 위한
It was a disguise we had in order to
위장법이었답니다.
infiltrate the casino. It was ultimately
결과적으로는
useless,
쓸모가 없긴
though.
했지만 말이에요.
Still got that sharp tongue too, huh? My chest ached a little at the thought of the harmonious cacophony that was our last operation. See that hand on the clock trembling? Don't make him cry.
장난이랍니다.
I was just being playful.
실력으로는 아직
While you had
발전해야 할
much
부분이
room for
한참
improvement in regard to skill,
그래도
I've made up
LCB
my mind to
부서관의
admit that the
색깔이
LCB
있다는 걸
department has its own
인정하기로
character.
했거든요.
In spite of the rough path we took, it sounds like we did leave a positive impression on them too. Oh, okay, now they're dying, right? Now that they've kind of warmed up to us. The before team was supposed to be on site at this hour, wasn't it?
다른 대원들은 이미 도착해 있을 거야.
The others should be there already.
너희들이 알면
We decided to
유용할
wait for you
추가
because we
정보가
had useful
있어서
intel to share.
잠시 남아서 기다려주기로 했지.
In any case, you cared about us, right?
너희들도
Do
우리의 매력에
we have a couple of new
휘둘러가지
fans knee
못했단
deep in
말이야.
our charm?
왜 그런 거 있잖아.
You know, something like the sort of food that's cooked from ghastly ingredients, but the end result's a pleasant surprise.
묘하게 맛이 있는 거?
Ups and downs, ups and downs, you know what it's like. But man, you got a glow about you these days, and it's great to see. I don't know if glow is the right word. I've been working constantly. It's the holidays. I think you mean exhaustion. I'm really fucking tired. Yep, had a lot of that on the battlefield. Miserable to swallow, but somehow memorable.
두 분 다 어떤 음식을 드셔왔던 거죠?
What kind of food have you two been eating?
저 그런데
I always forget this man exists. By the way, what's the intel you two are going to share with us?
이번 목표 지점 말이야.
It's about our target location. It seems another faction has occupied the place already,
그래서 우리 쪽에서도 평소보다
putting in more
많은
manpower than usual as a result.
그래봤자
I bet
또
they are yet
어디서
another swarm
모여드는
of
실파리
gadflies
같은
attracted by
놈들이겠지.
opportunity. As Otis pointed out, we weren't new to encounters against groups of foes drawn near the golden bows. For our first mission, straggling soldiers from G-Corp took shelter in the abandoned facility. Hong Lu, the chill guy. So chill that he shows up and I'm like, oh yeah, he's there. And then he just doesn't speak for like the next 3 chapters and I forget again. And on our second, the variety of gangs inhabited this casino.
안타깝지만
Unfortunately, our
이번
opponents this
상대들은
time
예전
won't be
같은
some crummy no
부스러기는
names
아닌
like
모양이야.
before.
심사 기록을 슬쩍
We took a peek at the
살펴보니까
immigration inspection records and
전
found out that
N사에서
N-Corp
대거
dispatched a
파견한
legion of
기록이
employees a few weeks ago. Same
심지어
destination as
모여
ours too.
목적지가 같더라고.
엔사에서요?
From N-Corp.
공식적으로 드러난 행보는
Though
아니지만
this wasn't an officially
K사
disclosed
쪽에서도
activity,
심사 통과를
it seemed
해준
that
걸로
K-Corp
봐서
was let them pass means they may have made
모종의
a deal
거래가
under the table.
있었을 수도 있지.
즉, N사에서 미리 파견이
Which,
와
if
있는 게
it's true that
사실이라면
N-Corp has sent staff in
단길이
advance, then the journey
심판하지만은
won't be a
않을
smooth
거라는
one.
소리랍니다.
그렇군.
I see.
이거
I'm
자칫하다
worried we might make friends of several
여러
links
날개를
as we go
툭 찌는
on.
건 아닌지 몰라.
장기적으로 봤을 때
Have we been told why we're
날개가
collecting the
촉촉한
bows?
불가피한
Or are we
수순을
just told,
더해
hey, you gotta get these things? I can't recall. Long-term conflicts with wings will be an unavoidable step in the process.
하지만 N사에서
Judging from the fact
공식적인
that
파견을
N-Corp
공표하지
hasn't
않은
made this
걸
motion
봐서는
officially known, it's good and is a simple conflict of interest.
마무리 어쩌면
Furthermore,
그들이
you can't discount the
진정을
possibility that it's not the golden bow they're
황금가지가
after.
아니라는 가능성도
어찌 됐든 여기저기에 써먹.
Some change that were convenient pawns for our higher-ups to throw around either way.
아 맞아.
Alright,
K사 입국
heard some morons
관리소에서
cause a scene at the
소동을
K-Corp
일으킨
checkpoint.
멍청이들이 있다고.
Did you guys
했는데
see who they were?
혹시 얼굴 봤어?
소문이라는
Who travels with such haste? It was as though Lestrade Rocinante. Don Quixote hung her head, possibly in embarrassment. Perhaps she's finally starting to learn that her reckless actions have repercussions. That or I'm mistaken and she's glad that more people know of what she's done.
아깝지 뭐예요.
A shame I
그런
missed it.
광경은
That's not the
자주
kind of
볼수
spectacle
있지도
you see every
않았을
day.
텐데. 목숨이 여러 개 있는 게
Really,
아닌
who in their
이상
right mind
누가
would mess with a
감히
wing at a
입국
border
관리소에서
checkpoint
보던
unless they
소라에.
had lives to spare?
설마
Please don't tell me.
아니죠?
자자, 시간도 얼마 없고
Come on, we don't
빨리
have much
이동하죠.
time, so we should get going.
이런
Oh dear.
베르길리우스님은
Mr.
이번에도 안
Virgilius is nowhere to be seen again.
그 양반.
Him,
먼저
he went
버스로
back to the bus
돌아갔어.
first.
아쉽네요.
What a pity.
이번에야말로
I didn't want him
얼굴
my chance to say
한번
hello.
비치고 싶었는데.
다음에는 꼭 인사를
We'll
하고
leave an impression on
가겠어.
him next time. Mark my
너희
words, I'm
대신
planning to ask him if
우리를
he can join the
합류시킬
team in your
생각은
stead.
없냐고도.
But that's the reason you wanted to meet him?
마냥 농담은 아니랍니다.
That was an entirely a joke.
이따가
See you
현장에서
at the site
다시
then.
봐요.
너희가 무사히 도착할 수
We can get there in one
있다면
piece
말이야.
anyway. Corner 3-9, the deal they struck. The pouty Charon and the cold stale of Virgilius awaited us on the bus. The air was heavy with a sense of oppression, leaving little room for light-hearted jokes.
늦었어.
You're late.
칼은 100까지
Charon counted to
샜는데도
100 and you still
너희 안
didn't come.
왔어.
카론.
She seems to have a few more words ready to be flung in that icy tone, but Virgilius put a hand on her shoulder and gave her a glance.
베르, 카로는 지금을
Karen will
기억할
remember that.
것입니다.
Karen will remember this.
미안해.
Sorry about that. I'll buy you something sweet later. He almost seems subservient to her, or not subservient, but like, what's the word? Deferent to her. Charon sat in the driver's seat without further complaint, and Virgilius slowly turned to us. There's one thing the sinners and I were all good at, it'd be sensing imminent danger and making way. Dispersing from the group, we scuttled away into our seats, leaving only Don Quixote anxiously standing in the aisle of the bus.
변명을 듣겠다.
Let's hear your excuse, Don Quixote.
군인은 핍박받고 있는
I
약자를
could not turn a blind
그냥
eye to the
지나칠 수
weak
없어.
being persecuted.
아니,
It's time.
틀렸지.
No, wrong. My vision couldn't follow what happened in that instant. I have nothing to blink, so it shouldn't have been possible for me to miss a moment, and yet... When I caught up with the situation, the first thing that came into my sight was Don Quixote brought to the ground, shoulder trampled under Virgilius's shoe.
나는 변명을 하라고 했지. 네 사상을 변호하라고 하지 않았다.
I asked for an excuse, not a justification of your views.
처음이 아니지, 돈
This isn't the first time either, Don
벌써
Quixote.
3번이나 비슷한 일이 있었다.
You're responsible for 3 separate incidents already.
네 정신 나간 짓
It's 3
때문에
separate times you've jeopardized our work with your deranged behavior.
어그러질 뻔했다고. 어떻게 생각하지?
What do you think?
말해봐라.
Speak.
본인을 위해 동료에게 폐를 끼치기는 했다만
While my own actions did inconvenience my colleagues. Yeah, someone's about to. Yeah, nope. Are we gonna have to revive someone again? Don Quixote's pain groan grew louder, but no one stepped in. Of course, she was being punished for her own actions. But more than anything, it was evident that disrupting this wasn't going to make the situation better. Is this the step on me daddy moment? I mean, yeah, I guess.
생각을 물었다고.
I was asking for your
왜 말을
thoughts.
알아듣지 못하지?
Why do you not understand this?
말하고 있지 않았어.
I was speaking only to be interrupted.
너는 여기서 미안하다는
What you
말을
should have said to me at the get-go was an apology, Don Quixote.
덧붙일 거라면
Anything you'd add should be an elaboration on how you plan to improve your
계획을
conduct.
말했어야 했고.
이런
What unjust,
아까부터 답을 정해놓고 말하고
without
있지 않았어.
demanding a specific answer out of me.
모르나?
Don't you know?
회사는
The company already has
정해진
the correct
답을
answers
갖고
for its
있다.
employees.
그
The questions are
답을
only asked to see if you can get it
맞출 수
right.
있는지를 물을 뿐이지. 회사가 너
You're sorely
따위에게
mistaken if you
의견을
believe the
묻고
company is
있다고
sincerely
생각하면
curious about your input.
큰 착각이다.
회사가 그렇다면
If the company insists so, then I'm sick of this. Virgilius kicked Don Quixote, tossing her to the floor. Then, gripping her fall by the collar.
입사할 때를 기억하고 있겠지.
I'm sure you remember what went down when you joined.
그날의
I hope you
거래를
haven't forgotten the deal we struck that day, Miss Don Quixote.
씨.
Virgilius' eyes glistened with a much brighter hue of red than usual. Staring directly into them, Don Quixote soon gave back a nod without another word.
여기까지.
That's all.
원래
Back to your
위치로
seat.
돌아가도록.
Watching someone who usually exuded pride and confidence quickly shift to such a discouraged, crestfallen state didn't exactly make for a pleasant sight. Though a deal that got Don Quixote was silent simply by bringing it up, makes me wonder what it was about.
다른 놈들도
Yeah, same.
마찬가지다.
The same goes for the rest of you.
회사는
Companies and a
자아실현의
platform for
공간이다.
fulfilling egocentric
사상을
dreams or
설파하는
preaching big
장소가
ideas.
취업 규칙을
If you would still go
위반하면서도
against the
돌발
terms of your
행동을
employment
하게
contract act
된다면
unprompted,
자신이 치를
consider the
대가를
consequences
한
before you do.
번쯤 더 생각하고 행동에 옮기도록 죽는 게 낫다고
Or spend a grueling period of
생각하겠지만
being unable to escape, not through death, nor through struggles at severance.
프리랜서가 되고 싶겠지만
그래도 저 양반
I guess getting help from that guy, who was again Mr. Zach Fritcher or something, must have ruffled his feathers. Oh, Siegfried.
그 프리트님이요.
It's Lord Siegfried.
본격적으로 작전 시작도 안 했는데
Mission
잔소리나
hasn't even started and you
들었잖아.
already got a scolding.
그러니까
Have
눈치
some
좀
tact
보면서
before you act, okay?
행동했어야지.
I knew this day would come sooner or later. We should all be careful from now on.
주의하죠.
둘 다 왜 나를 야리냐?
Why are YouTubers gawking at me? Looking to get stoned. Fine, I got it.
알았다고.
Which one was it? It was R Corp or W Corp, no salt. What would I even know? R Corp, there we go. And this is the one where you charge up stuff, right?
슈트가 실시.
With the conflict sorted out, the bus finally departed. Looking out the windows evoked a strange feeling in the passengers.
인간들은 얼굴에 근심 하나 없어.
Check out those people. They look like they haven't a care in the world. This is way different from the roads we've been through.
아하. 그러고 보니
I guess
관리자
this is our
양반
manager Bud's first time traveling in the middle of the nest.
처음이겠어.
둥지랑 뒷골목은 수준
There's a
차이가
world of
심하죠.
difference between the nests and the back streets.
둥지마다 저마다의 고유
Besides,
문화와
each
역사가
nest has its
다르고요.
own cultural heritage.
전원 집중.
intentional.
이번에 갈
Our
목적지는
destination is a town of Call,
K사의 칼프 마을이다.
situated in
그곳
SK.
어딘가에
Investigation
로보톰의
revealed that a
집으로
passage connected to a
연결되어
lobotomy
있는
court branch
통로가
exists
있다는
somewhere in that
정보다.
village. What is his deal? As soon as the name Caldwell was mentioned, Sinclair lapsed into fear once again and started trembling, as if something were coming after him.
하지만 너희들이 전해준 정보대로
But as you have told me, a
제3의
third party has occupied the area surrounding that branch facility. That's why I requested an additional recon operation from clearance.
공포팀의 사정관 측 3과가 투입되었죠.
Preliminary observation unit 3 from the 4 team has been dispatched. Mr. Effie and Miss Soud should be with them by now.
상황이 어떤지 파악이 되면
We received a
그쪽에서
report from them
먼저
once they get a grasp of the situation. Shortly afterward, the bus entered a quiet woodland path leading to the village. Lush, green trees rarely found in the back streets began to decorate the scene, providing a comforting sight. But that was soon disturbed by something odd. I could see an ominous billow of smoke rise in the distance. Why is smoke coming from?
싱클레어?
가론 꺾어
Turn.
피기도
Evasive maneuver, rumble tumble. They must have made a sharp turn to the left shortly before a giant nail flew in and noisily embedded itself in the back window. Who the hell was that? I almost kicked it.
이 정도의
If I had run a
가속도로
test with a projectile at such velocity, this does suggest that the windows need to be reinforced a
조금
little.
더 튼튼히 덧댈 필요가 있겠군요.
우리를 향해 정확히 조준하고
Now it's aimed directly at us. They must be the faction the before team warned us about. The employees of N-Corp.
베르, 내 피가 다쳤어.
They got hurt, Karen said.
멈추지 않으면 더할
Doesn't look like
기세로
they'll stop anytime soon.
전원
At the bus, all. Oh god, the Templars. As we got off the bus, a group stood in the way, clad from head to toe in rusty armor with faded coats of white.
정차. 이
You
길로는
may not
지나가지
use
못한다.
this road. They've said so in the first place.
유리창까지 뚫을 건 뭡니까? 나 참.
What about our windshield? Ah, bugger.
선전 보고 없이 공격해놓고는
Rather
무례하고
rude for someone to attack without warning.
소속이라도 말해야 예의지 않겠나?
Isn't it at least common courtesy to state your affiliations?
우리는 이단 신문관.
We are inquisitors. We are the nail that fixes the blasphemous and the hammer that strikes down the simple.
인사.
Cohencorp. That's one convoluted way to tell someone that you're an employee of Nagel and Hammer,
묵과 망치라고도 불리죠.
also known as Nail and Hammer.
지금은 이단 신봉자를 정화하고 있으므로
We shall not proceed as we are in the midst of clearing heretical dissidents. Heretics, saying how we just want to pass through, not looking for any trouble. We're on the tour, that's right. And this is a tour bus. Labeled as tourists, all of a sudden, the sinners exchange looks in silence. To prevent another disastrous first impression, Gregor was doing what he could, even though his efforts fell flat for the most part, to gently appease the armored crowd, accompanied by an attempt at the kind, harmless smile a tourist would wear.
그래. 저번 광산 때부터 느꼈던 건데 사실 이런 쪽
thinking this
개그에 욕심 있는 거
I've
아니야?
been thinking this since the job of the mine, but are you that into these kind of bits?
그런 거 아니라고.
It's not exactly it. The quivering corners of his mouth roused pity in my heart.
그렇다면 그대들의
In that case, you shall
순수성을
prove
증명하는
yourselves to be
바람이다.
untainted. Fine, tell us how we can get on with it. The Inquisitor suddenly pointed in my direction.
저 불경한 여행자의 머리를
Behead that blasphemous traveler. Me. What?
그리고 우리
Kneel
망치의
before our hammer as you consecrate their head to
꿇고
us.
봉헌해라. 그렇다면 그대들은 때묻지 않는
Such will prove that you are untainted ones, and your journey shall continue without hindrance.
없을지니 물론
You will, of course, have to part with a defiled vehicle as
두고
well.
가야 할 것이다.
보자 보자니까 무슨
Let's just be on,
헛소리야.
don't you, blokes? I don't know
아무리
who
우리가
you think we are,
핫바지처럼
but we look
보인다고
daft
해도
enough to
그런
do
걸
as you
들어줄
say.
것 같냐?
Furious, Heathcliff was the first to quit playing as a harmless tourist. Heathcliff, you didn't have to.
젖잔치도 하는 것들이
Proper
어디서
trifling
나보고
twits.
무릎
Who are you
꿇고
telling me to
그러는
kneel?
거야?
The Inquisitor, as was declared to us, nodded in response.
알겠다. 그렇다면
Understood.
그대들은
Then I declare all of
이단이다.
you to be heretics. With that, the group of Inquisitors moved into position at once, ready to attack. Man, why do they have, like, religious, crusades going on right now? It's the same.
위험인물 발견. 제압할게요.
Oh, 3. Better luck next time, Greg. How was this man the face of like a propaganda poster when he has like 0 charisma? I don't understand. I mean, the image editors must have been working overtime, I swear. It's not even like he's good at fighting either, like, right? Like, he was literally just there to be the face of it. What the hell?
생명 활동의 존재를 확인했다.
대범의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
What the fuck is this?
이곳은 위험합니다.
Oh, I didn't know he had like a whole ass armor set. What the heck? This is 1. I see.
위험인물 발견. 제압할게요.
It's kind of cool, actually.
생명 활동의 정지를 확인했다.
대범의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데. 인명 피해 없음, 기물 피해 경험. 완벽한데요?
Inquisitors
소문이
too.
깨지면 당분간 귀하신 분들의 영지 보호.
Oh wow, I don't actually have enough. Okay. How do I recharge? This is the box. It was R Corp and W Corp, right? Yeah.
목표 위치로 돌격 중.
Getting back on the bus, Virgilius greeted us by casually lifting a hand.
이번엔 상대하기 조금 까다롭진 않았나?
Weren't they a little trickier to deal with than your usual foes?
누누이 말하는 거지만
Keep saying we could be done with them a lot
당신이
faster
도와주면
if you lent a
훨씬
hand.
빠르게 끝낼 수 있어.
나도 너누이 말하는 거지만
And as I always
내가
answer, there won't be any
도와주는
point to
건
this if I help you.
의미가 없어.
저자들 우리더러
people.
이단 신봉자라고 했어요.
Labeled as heretics.
대체 뭘 보고 그러는 거죠?
Just what is their judgment based on? I think they were targeting me.
못과 망치,
Nago and Hammer,
경험이야말로
the wing that
가장
values
중요한
experience
가치가
above all
말하는
else.
날개.
Ursul muttered vaguely. Experience.
인간은 자신의
Humans
가치에
are made to
맞는
have
경험과
experiences and
행동을 할
actions
수
appropriate
있도록
for
정해져
their work.
있다.
Oops.
그들은
That is why
경험에
that is what they say.
그렇게 말한다.
그것들
They told us to offer the severed
관리자님이
head of our
머리를 내놓으라
manager.
했지. 그렇다는 건
That means back.
그들이 또 온
They didn't
거예요.
forget
잊지
coming back
않았던
like that,
거죠.
so. Sinclair was almost having a fit at this point. Rhodia looked at him with pitying eyes, but there was little she could do about it. When using charge ID, you must pay close attention to their charge count. Some skills require a certain amount to charge to avoid drain HP or hitting teammate. Where is the charge count at?
소리 나는
Verge,
상자가
Verge. Your sound
시끄러워.
box is being noisy.
선발대에서 연락이 온 모양이야.
Looks like the advanced team has words for us. I'll take a look when we get the fight. This is... So is... Can you do that?
여기는 버스다.
I this is the bus. All the things over there. You shall bear here your every sin and be purified. Oh, they're dead.
방금
Dead as hell. Was that Effie's voice
목소리가
or something else? I don't know. Did it sound like Effie?
사람 목소리
Is that even a human voice at all? What's this?
싱클레어, 무슨 소리를
What are you
하는
talking
거야?
about? Charge counts a bluish effect on your IDs in combat. Okay, I'll take a look.
바람 소리가 들렸잖아요.
Hear the whistles right at the end, faintly.
그런 게
What's there now?
그 자식이 온 거예요.
What's her? That wretch is here, there. After all this time, to destroy the rest of our town. What is his deal, dude? Calm down, Sinclair. What do you mean by whistles, and who is this wretched woman?
저를 기다리고 있는 거예요.
He's waiting for me. That was a message calling for me.
부르는 메시지였어요.
Resentful tears were streaming from Sinclair's face as he rambled.
잠깐만요. 저 앞에
There are people like the ones we met on the road up ahead. Just gamble 50-50 chance of killing your team or the enemy. Yeah, everything's RNG in this game. Let's go. We should go back. What?
저희
We just head back. I don't want to go. Let's just turn around. Just tip the steering wheel.
이제라도
And
운전대를 돌려.
꼬맹이, 대체 왜 그러는 거야?
what's wrong? What are you
앞에
so
뭐가
worried you'll
있는데?
walk into? Sinclair's ex-wife. Oh no.
가면 안 돼.
We shouldn't
저거
go.
죽을 거야.
We'll all die. We need to go back.
돌아가요.
에밀 싱클레어.
Neil Sinclair.
쓸데없는 소리를.
Don't be absurd. Oh. Otis was calmly flicking her wrist.
잠깐 기절할 정도로
I delivered a light blow to the stomach to knock him unconscious for a short while. Nothing more.
이번엔 박자가 맞았군.
We're in
당신.
agreement for once, it seems. I was this close to stepping in.
겁쟁이들은 전장이
You
필요
need
없어.
cowards on my battlefield. Can't I throw them out of the
이대로
bus?
버스밖에 버리고 가면 안 되는 건가?
That might be a bit too far.
관리자님께서 그렇게
If you say so,
말씀하시니
manager. Otis looked down at Sinclair with a displeased face. Even though he was a timid sort, he's never opposed something so strongly until now. This unprecedented behavior of his bothered me. But I couldn't bring myself to ask him why, as he didn't seem to be in any state to tell me. Soon enough, Sinclair came back to his senses. He stared out the window with vacant eyes. Man, they mind broke this guy. The others are all out fighting.
죄송.
I'm sorry. I'll go join them.
짐덩이가
I can't keep dragging others down.
될 순 없으니까.
Really doesn't want to see Zex that badly, huh? Okay, so there's like a blue aura around them. Okay, so we do the one, right? We build it up with like the rank one incantations.
불길 속으로.
Blue aura.
여전히 유별난 사람이시군요.
Not seeing it. This yeah, this one.
이쪽으로.
Yeah.
대검의 머리가
모을 필요는 없겠군요.
즉시 퇴거하시죠.
Oh, is it this thing? Oh, I see. Research these placement fields for additional effects. This can go up to 28 count work by 1 at the end of each turn. I see. And then I had gain 3 charge count. I see. 30%.
위험인물 발견.
I see, so he's at 13 now.
대검의 머리가 찢어지진 않았을 텐데.
Jesus Christ.
그쪽으로.
그렇게 유쾌하진 않고 모을 필요는 없겠군요.
다 죽어라.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데. 인명 피해 없음. 기물 피해.
Inquisitors 3.
완.
Let's stick with that one, W Corp.
불로
Oh shit!
정화하고
Did I not bring him?
깨끗한
Damn.
세계를 세우라.
I just realized I might have unclicked on him. Yep, that's fine. That's all right. It's just a straight up battle. Huh?
쓰러지겠네. 최선의 방어를.
It's 3.
위험인물 발견. 제압할게.
꿈의 물 즉시 퇴거. 제가 이에 의뢰했다면 그쪽으로. 제가 이 꿈의 물 즉시 퇴거하시죠. 대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데. 꿈의 물 감당하지 않고 즉시 퇴거하시죠.
Oh, another wave, huh?
이쪽으로. 이쪽으로. 대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데. 대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
I need to read up on Sinclair's kit. I don't know what I'm doing with him. Is his passive just to gain sanity every turn? Or is that one of his skills that I'm using?
인명 피해 없음. 기물 피해 경우.
Hey, level up. Look at that.
완벽한데요? 소문이 퍼지면 당분간 귀하신 분들의 영지 보호
Silent
의뢰가
Night.
끊이질 않겠어.
Where's W Corp?
네, 목적
목표 위치로 돌격 중.
We only borrow our salt. Yeah, so far, yeah. I don't know who has what, so I've just been going with the ones that I know. Probably, I mean, I probably definitely could pick other people. I just don't know what everyone has. Salt fairs. The smoke that was faintly visible through the bus windows covered the whole town. What a
난장판이네요.
mess this is, huh? I might try Otis next, just see if anyone has anything for her.
그런데
By the way, don't you hear a familiar song from somewhere?
나 이 노래 알아.
I don't know, one. I used to hear this tune an awful lot on snowy
더럽게 많이
days.
오던 날만데.
전쟁 때 병사들
They played it a bunch during wartime to raise our spirits. They're the exact opposite for me. The song evoked various memories in the group. What a nice Christmas. For me, I'm not sure. It's definitely familiar, but it doesn't bring up any clear images in my head. However, I could still feel a faint splash of feeling from deep in my heart. Maybe I knew the song before I lost my memory. Mr. Salt carry. I mean, he's basically just carrying me through this this game so far. This missive emotion roused inside me, though it doesn't feel precious or warm. An ache, an inexplicable sting is what I felt.
맞아요. 그날도
That day,
이렇게 눈이 쌓여
it was snowy like this, and that song was
노래가
playing.
들리던.
Oh, he's scared of Christmas music too. The trees before us were decorated with grim ornaments. All sorts of internal organs and mechanical parts were hung from the branches, as if someone put people's innards on full display.
이건 너무
Isn't this
지독한 거
going too
아니야?
far?
클래식.
Classic, but more kitschy than anything.
근방에 생존자는 없다.
There are no survivors nearby. Goretown, yeah. No, there's just Christmas decorations. Then everything finally fell into place. It's just like... A piercing sound caused the group to cover their ears. Enjoying your Noel, everyone. I think Tuesday would love to see this. I mean, yeah, it's basically it, right? Oh man, Don is not happy. That's not Don, that's Sinclair. He's freaking out. The night isn't really silent, but it sure is holy. Isn't Christmas still a fair way off?
네, 한참이죠.
You're right, it's not anytime soon. Cromer. A humanitarian who loves purity and the one who grips the hammer. Do they just hate anyone with prosthetics? I don't know how you managed to get here, but you're trespassing on private property. Store clerk when they realize Christmas is coming, yeah. Start gutting the customers. As you can see, this hallowed ground is undergoing our nailing judgment. I hope you like the decorations I set up. Oh, she is insane. Let's just say that you got lost. Turn back now and the fine will be all you have to pay. It's awfully reasonable. Feeling generous. Today is the utility after all. Is Guido there? Here I stand. Hey, this guy's fit is so cool. Good. Just in case, do you see any heretics over there? One. The massive man named Guido who responded to her turns to us. He intently stares into each of us until his eyes fall upon me. He gazes at me for a very long time. Although he was wearing a mask, those eyes of his... They froze us completely still, as if his glare nailed us to the ground. I see an impure one in their followers. Oh boy. And with them the child you spoke of. Sinclair is back. Oh no. Come see me, Sinclair. I'll be waiting at that familiar. Is he actually her, I don't know, fiance? Cromer. Guido's and Corp Assault ID. Is it? Ain't no way. He made a dreadful noise. Like in terms of mechanics, or is that just what he is, what Mersault is when he's using his NCorp ID? He made a dreadful noise. I couldn't be sure if it was from hatred or fear. Take out the rest, Guido. Or should I myself? I wouldn't mind. I urge you to focus on hammering the impure one who grips. What does this mean? Because I know Sinclair has that, that's the Sinclair I have as well, right? No, that was a joke, right? She is worse. Good, let's keep up the purification. It's in Mirror World. I have not done, is that the Mirror Dungeon thing? I haven't done that yet. I don't even know what that is. I just know I unlocked it, I think, at a certain point, and then just never. Now then, everyone, Merry Christmas. A number of Inquisitors gathered around Guido. You will know soon enough. Okay, that's not ominous at all. Oh boy. He stands firm behind them. He's not making any movement, but his presence alone is threatening enough. An intense aura of hostility was radiating straight from him. Some of these are our sinners as characters from the story in an alternate world. Oh, I see. So it's just like alternate dimension, alternate universe, alternate timeline, whatever. Okay. 1/16, it's not like I can make it any less. But why is Don struggling so much? Oh, I didn't even check to see if there's building stacks for them. Yeah, great, these are the stack building ones. But found out more soon. Why is soon in quotation marks? Is it about to happen, or am I gonna have to wait like ages? Alright, This one, this one, this one, this one. I don't like how it like kind of shoves their thing off screen, so I don't know who I'm using. Let's see, 50%. 50%. He's gonna fail. Go. Are you all able to actually keep track of these clashes? Because I sure as shit cannot. There's just so much stuff happening on the stream.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
불길 속으로.
손은 반성하지 않고. 내가 이에 의뢰했다면
Sometimes, yeah. Okay. I figured because there's just like a whole lot of stuff. Let's see, minus 12. That's what we like to see. Do I have charges? I have charges. Nice. I don't know how many charges I need. I can spend 2 charges. Okay, so I can hit 3 times. So.
위험인물 발견. 제압할게.
The story you're about to buy is her time in the mirror world. Is her in the mirror world. I can definitely single out when someone is losing their class. That's for sure. Okay. Yeah. okay. So, okay, that makes sense because I was like, I thought she was a captain. Why is she in the army or whatever? So it's actually just like different timeline stuff. I see. Or different. I don't know. World. So using this Sinclair is actually pretty thematic for this chapter then, huh? I need to figure out how to get this guy to like consistently use his clashes though. Like that's what I want, right? Yeah, Ishmael, I'll do it. Kill him. Yeah, Sinclair. That Sinclair is one of the IDs. Yeah, okay. I figure that seems to be the case. So, are all of the IDs just from different stories, or are some of them just kind of their own thing? Or, I mean, like, are some of them their own thing, like not related to Cantos at all? Also, don't too. When did you get him? It was no, I got like the starter box that let you pick a unit, and everyone said to grab the End Corp Sinclair, so I did. I was a tough opponent. We should move before they come back to their senses. A shameful thing to say. A soldier does not retreat before the enemy when victory is in sight.
지금 군인 정신이
You say the
중요할 때예요.
military drill for a better time. Ishmael is right. That's not something we can beat easily.
철수하겠습니다.
They will fall back. Otis reluctantly backed down. Sinclair, do you know what that Cromer meant by that familiar spot? That's, well... Sinclair shook. He was seemingly overwhelmed with dread. But I could also see a teeth-grinding anger in him that surpassed his fear. Looking at him, a thought blossomed in my mind. We need to talk, Sinclair. Tell us what you know, and you'll prevent half the deaths we might suffer.
작전의 성공률도 올라간다.
We'll also raise the likelihood of our
효과적인
success.
정보를 기대하지.
I'm looking forward to hearing something useful. Each Canto will have some main characters figures, and they will release some IDs based on those characters figures. Some aren't really necessary per se. I see. So it's just kind of a mixed bag then. Because I know, like some of them, like I was looking through the IDs in the shop, and some of them definitely seem to be themed. Sinclair shook his head upon hearing my words, breathed in, and finally opened his mouth after some struggle. Probably N-Corp Mersalt is not a good idea, but it's fun to use. Okay. My house. That's where Cromer must be.
너
So you know
그
that bird.
자식이랑 아는 젠장.
Bollocks. I keep forgetting this man is British. My head is still pounding thanks to her shrill laugh.
학교에서 만났어요.
I met her at school.
저런.
Oh,
혹시
she's a friend of
친구였어?
yours.
친구라면
Whatever's
잘
going on, I'm sure hope you
타임했으면
can talk it out.
좋겠는데.
Rhodia,
친구
please.
아니에요.
She's not my friend.
그러면은-
Cromer killed my family.
우리
미안해.
My bad. My bad, bro. Prosthetic head hanging from a tree slowly turned to face us. Lights and sparks occasionally flickered within. Why is it talking? Those ideas can be understood as like how we keep those sinners turn out. How would those sinners turn out to be in different? What's up? Okay, I figured that seems to be the case. Okay. Why did you return that curveball? Yeah, Rhodia kind of stepped in it there, didn't she?
싱클레어?
Are
이웃들이요?
those your neighbors? Rhodia asked while looking at dismembered prosthesis. I mean, she can't expect a good answer out of this, right? Why
그런
even
것
ask?
같아요.
Looks like they were.
아니었으면
I really hope that isn't the
좋겠지만.
case, though. Does he not remember? Sinclair replied, watching with a grim look on his face as their bare wire sparked and short-circuited. The robotic head soon stopped moving, only emitting discordant things. Then a song begins to fill the air. What in the hell? All the heads hung from the trees are singing the same song. The carol leaking through the vocal units of so many lifeless heads lands on the flames below. Yeah, I don't like that.
이들에게 이단이란 건
It's clearer than ever now.
역시
Prosthetic
의체
bad body
보유자를
parts are
말하는
heresy to
것이군요.
them. I figured that was the case. But it had been quite a while since prostheses were first introduced to the city.
여전히 그들의 모습을
Many
보고
people still find them
이질감을 느끼는
boring and
사람들이 많죠.
alienating.
저희 마을은요.
Our town
K사 의체 산업의 성지라고 불릴 정도로
is called
주민
the holy
대부분이
site of mass
하이엔드
case
의체부
prosthetic
제작에
industry.
종사하고 있었어요.
Most of the residents work in manufacturing high-end prosthesis components.
크로마는 오래전부터 계속
Cromer has been keeping an eye on our town
우리
for a
마을을
long time.
주시했던 건
네 가족도
So was your family.
네.
Yeah, my
저희
father was the
아버지는
owner of a fledgling prosthetics
신생
company
의체
too.
회사의 대표였어요.
Is that why?
아니,
Nope.
제가 보기엔
Why I see it
이자들에게
attributing it to a
그런
high phone
거창한
cause of
사상
any
따위는
kind
없어요.
is giving them too much credit.
그냥
They're just
그냥
lunatics
광기와
consumed
폭력의
by
매력에
madness and
미치거든요.
violence. Ishmael asserted to him. After a while of staring at the Christmas trees decorated with his neighbors, Sinclair turned to me. In reverse, we have a haunted hotel on Christmas. In Limbus, we have a gore town on Christmas. We just can't have a nice, normal Christmas ever. Manager, I have a question, if it's alright with you. What is it?
그
How does it feel?
기분이 어떠세요?
Oh, to die. Feel?
네.
Yeah.
머리 대신 의체를 달고 있는 기분이
I have the
어떠냐고요?
prosthetic replace. Oh no, prosthetic replacement for your head. I mean, I was a little taken aback since I've never had anyone ask that kind of question before. The issue is that there's no way to know how I might have felt before I got a clock for a head. I'm not trying to argue with you or
따지려드는 게
anything.
아니라요. 무례한
That was probably
질문이었겠죠.
rude of me. I apologize.
죄송해요.
No need, it's alright. The other sinners were a billion times ruder to me with their daily interactions anyway. I'm afraid I can't answer that. I don't remember a single thing about my life before this clock. We had a haunted lake in our... Was that also a Christmas update? Jesus.
그러시군요.
We just don't get a break.
항상 궁금했어요.
I've always wondered what it feels like when there's something
다른
sitting
것이
where your
자리를
head should be.
잡았을 때의 기분은 어떤지. 가족들은
My family said it's no different from
모자를
wearing a
쓰고
hat or a
시계를
watch.
고치는 거 저는 아무리 떠올리려고 해도
I just couldn't picture it well no matter how I
잘
approached it.
상상되지 않더라고요. 그 덕에
The only nice thing that comes out on Christmas is probably the Tooth Fairy music. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that happened. Maybe we'll get another one this year, except it's Tuesday singing to us now. Who knows? Now I'm the only survivor thanks to that. I'm sure the procedure seems terrifying at such a young age. I don't have to feel guilty about that.
아니에요.
It's not it.
그런 게
It's
아니에요.
nothing like that.
전 단테 씨
I'm afraid
생각처럼
I'm not as innocent as you might think,
그렇게
Dante.
무고한 사람이 아니에요.
Wait, what is he saying? Oh. Sinclair quietly hung his head. Continue the tradition, yes. I racked my brains for an appropriate reply, but no suitable words of comfort came up. Only the unpleasant sounds of sparks and flames filled the street. I just realized, is this season Railway coming out near Christmas? It'd be after Manager Dawn. That's not a question for me. I do want to check out what the new Dawn ID looks like. I kind of like Dawn. She's kind of stupid, but also very funny. 314 Holy Night. So we're about a little more than halfway done, yeah. So this is what, 20-ish chapters, probably a bit more. N Corp, you said? No, it was an R Corp. N Corp, okay. Which one is N Corp? Oh, it's Mr. Gas Mask Man. I want to see if someone has. For the next one, I want to see if anyone has like Otis, IDs. Bro is looking slick. Look at him. That hard black shading though, holy shit, look at that. That pops really well. I guess it's the same for all of them, all of this specific line though, isn't it? $100. Okay. What is Don Quixote's deal, man? Wait, it might be a conspiracy theory, but like if they really just want a lot of people to say, oh, okay, no, I have no idea. That's nothing. So I'm supposed to be rolling for, what was it, Walpurgisnacht, right? When is that? I don't think I've seen a yellow one before, what the heck? I don't know why Donis keeps hitting at 50%. This is something From what I've heard about the director, he seems very transparent with his desires. Primarily that being money, which I can respect very, very much. Oh boy, why stab? Wait, nice struggle, boy. Most of these other connections to stone are more perfect than something. How do events usually play out in this game? Are they like little side stories or something? 200%.
위험인물 발견. 대검의 머리가 쪼개지지 않았습니다.
They're side stories, okay. But I mean, like, are they canon side stories, or are they like kind of like, I don't know, slice of life, you know, beach episodes type stories or something like that? You know what I mean? Events are honestly more like Canto 1 and 2. Okay, but so, okay, I see. So they're still sort of relevant, but they're not like super important for like the overall understanding. Let's go green. Yes, in fact, you need to play them. Oh, I see. The event is a side canto, it is included in the main story, so you won't miss the plot. Oh, I see. So it is actually important, I see. Now, are they chronological to the plot, like to the most recent thing in the plot, or do I need to be caught up? That's the question. I should just say that, or can I just jump in and be fine? Like, how has it been with previous events?
완벽하게 대응했습니다. 이 기세로 치프 버틀러가 계획하는 사냥까지
Verification
성공적으로 완수해 보이죠.
to battle. Oh boy. Well, let's level some dudes up, yeah? I have a fair amount of tickets. I can afford to go 25, right? Oh wait, I want to try out, does anyone have a notice? Okay, are any of these good? I want to try this girl out. So I like the glasses. The glasses look nice. Oops.
현장 지휘자가 필요한가?
I want to level this guy up a little bit as well. Why are you level 37? Dear Lord. Captain Otis is good? Okay, let me see. Clean Captain, there we go. Alright, let's try it out.
제 형태를 갖추지 못하리라.
Prosthetic bodies pile up like a landfill in a corner of the town. I can see that some of them were still conscious, letting out pained moans. The Inquisitors paid no heed. They strenuously jammed nails through each of their victims' chests, over and over, executing their pure intent. You dumped all the XP into her. Oh, right. First thing I did, right. And the bus ID W Corp Seals 3. Oh, okay. I don't know if I have out of the W Corp. I definitely don't. I'm sure I've surely pierced the heart, yet still a pulse remains in their body. It must be patched with steel. Even the core of their humanity has been tainted by heresy. How filthy, a disgrace to flesh and bone. The Inquisitor began carefully pouring a bottle of liquid over the prosthetic person in what looked like a solemn ritual. Judging from the pungent smell, it was most certainly oil. Imbibe the oil of humanity, ye heretical soma. Those who cannot return to the earth find solace in scattering to smoke. Oh, they're burning it. A lit match was then thrown onto the pile, letting rise a huge flame. She's more charged, W Core sword, but she can manage on her own too. Okay. The sound of sparks flying about, the air soon filled with an acrid smell. Not quite like the smell of burning flesh. The spreading fire finally brings the crackling glimmer, and those prosthetic bodies took permanent darkness. This hellscape is their idea of purification. I'd rather stay unclean. Nagel and Hammer has always been devoted to scrutinizing the idea of humanity. Some criticize prosthetic use as they believe that pain is a necessary component of the human experience. However, never escalated to the extent of direct action that we are witnessing now. I've been meaning to ask, how do you know so much about Encore? Thousands was once employed by Encore. You know, that tracks. That actually tracks. He seems like very much the Crusader sort. Used to work with those people. I've never worked with those specific individuals, but in terms of affiliation, you can say that I did. Come to think of it, this might be the first time I've heard Mersault actively talk about himself. Yeah, same. He would rarely recount anything related to him. Perhaps he felt it wasn't necessary to speak at all. He definitely gives me like Paladin vibes, just from the very start, from the very get-go. Why didn't you tell us that earlier? You carry one of those freaky weapons then. Am I obligated to elaborate? Why don't you explain what makes you different from
그럼
those
내가
notaries
너랑
then?
저 새끼들이 같은 편인지 아닌지 난 말이야.
Listen, mate, as much as I like to call our DAF manager clock-based, I don't think they deserve by any means to be on the stake or chopping
머리를
block.
자르고 불태워
That is
싼
rich
놈이라고
coming from you,
생각하지
dude.
않아.
I'm pretty sure he's threatened to cave us our heads in like multiple times already. Those buggers talk big about purifying and all that, but all I see are a bunch of loonies who just need an excuse to kill, eh?
말해봐.
Pick up then.
너도 저
Are you like those screw
새끼들이랑
loose
똑같냐?
bucketheads?
그런 것에 대해
There was a time when I thought about such
생각하는
things,
시기도 있었지. 같은지 다른지
but I did not come
답을
to a
내놓지는
conclusion.
않았지만
그럼 지금이라도 답을 내놓아 보란
Once I came to a
말이야.
conclusion now, are you gonna open butcher all the accounts though if your manager
마을
just says
사람들의
so?
모조리 쳐잡아 죽이라고 하면
꼭 답을 내놓아야만 하나.
Must I give an answer?
그
That does not aid
일이
us in
업무를
handling our
처리함에
work.
있어서 사원은 명령에 따라
An employee
움직이는
must
것이
follow their
규칙이다.
employee's orders. The terms Virgilius presented state as much.
그자가 관리자가
The
행하라고
manager
하면
orders me to do
행할
such a
뿐이다.
thing, I will do it. I may provide my input if I am told it is necessary, but I do not have a habit of rambling my thoughts unprompted.
뭐? 너
Pardon? Aren't you
돌았냐?
around the twist? You gotta chuck a metal for your
너야말로
brains like the
머리
folks say.
깡통으로 교체한 놈들이랑 별반 차이가 없어.
단백질이
I'm 16%
16%,
protein, dear lord.
60%,
60% water, 7% minerals, and so forth.
7%로 구성되어
I'm
있다는
clearly
점에서
different in terms of
명확한
composition.
차이를 띠지. 또한
Moreover,
불필요한 중금속은
unnecessary heavy metals do
나의
not
구성
compromise
요소에
any
해당하지
portion of my body.
않는다. 그 또한 차이다.
Is he joking, or is he actually being serious right now? That is another difference. Heathcliff's face contorted with frustration. Like, I don't know if Mersault is like shitting on Heathcliff right now, or if he actually just takes everything super literally. Mersault was already an enigma, and he only felt more distance he only felt ever more distant after this conversation. There we go. That's why I love him. Yeah. Now that you mention it, there's something I've been wondering. I've been thinking on whether Manager Dante should be seen as a human. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's a great vote of confidence there. What do you mean? What if, when dear Dante is speaking, it's actually the clock and not the person we know as Dante behind those words? Make a wild guess. Well, my wild guess is that he's actually being serious. He's being dead serious when he speaks like that, and that... I don't know, it's kind of funny.
뭐? 우리가 진짜 시계 따위한테
You trying to tell me
명령받고
we were being
있었다고?
led by an actual clock? Grief, you're reaching uncharted depths of idiocy with your theories. I can't even be bothered to refute them. Don't misunderstand. I do like our Dante with their clock-headedness.
나도 그래.
Honestly
그냥
saying,
머리를
why don't you just give up
되찾지
finding your
말고
old head and stick
평생이
with that
머리대로
one?
있으면 안 돼?
I'll wait until his Canto to see him smile. Has he had his Canto yet, or is that still to come?
그럴 리는 없겠지만
I know it's probably not going to be the
진짜
case,
머리를
but what if
되찾은
Dante's
상태가
real head turned
갑자기
out to be
엄청
super
못된
evil
놈이었다고
or
하면
something?
어떡해.
We already touched on this early in the chapter. Not evil, but like very business-minded, right? But there's only one of us who know about our manager's Bud's past. Gregor's eyes naturally fell on Faust.
그 부분에 관해선
Then I can rest in peace. It's confidential information. Its access is restricted to the highest security level. And I get the feeling I won't be able to read it for myself. Only natural. I have no idea who or what I originally was, so I had nothing at my disposal to refute Honglu's lighthearted accusation. Maybe he's right, and I really am just a clock. Even if I ask Faust, there's no telling if she'll give me a real answer, and I wouldn't be able to discern the truth in such a thing either. There's even a slim chance that the real Dante is hidden away somewhere, and that I'm some advanced imitation trained to believe I have free will. In any case, sitting here and ruminating won't get me anywhere. Who knows, maybe I'll mount this thing on the wall when I find my real head. Ishmael sent me a chastising glare for even suggesting something like that, but she had no choice other than to shrug. Well, it is true. This who?
위험인물 발견. 제압할게요. 쓰러지겠네.
When your flashes damage. Yeah.
공간을 뭉갠다.
Oh, she's a pugilist? Hell yeah.
승객 보관 중.
빨리 의뢰했더니 대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
Okay.
위험인물 발견. 제압할게. 대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
Boy's just getting stabbed.
제압 완료. 승객 보관 준비.
Nice.
인명 피해 없음. 기물 피해 경우. 완벽한데요?
Fortitude.
소문이 퍼지면 당분간 귀하신 분들의 영지보호 의뢰가 끊이질 않겠어요.
Let's see, song. What do we have? Oh, do we have the great? Yeah, this one looks cool. Yeah, let's use this. I don't know what it does, but it looks cool.
재촉지 마시오.
불로 정화하고
Man, seeing these non-chain fights is giving me dissonance.
자,
At this point, I'm just matching colors.
지금 저희가 조용히 이동하기만 하면
I've fallen back
다른
on the make
신문관들에겐
the colors
들키지
the
않고
same.
지나갈 수 있어요.
If we do now, if we move quietly, we might be able to surpass. We might be able to pass by the other Inquisitors unnoticed. I definitely have to go back and watch that video again. I don't remember anything. I'd like to apologize in advance.
아시다시피
As you know, I'm not as experienced with fighting like the others.
전투에서 저놈들에게
Our foes might jab me in the heart over
계속해서
and over
심장이
for
뚫리게
that.
될 수도 있어. 그래도
Will you bear that from me? At least he's asking permission, even if we don't really have a choice. Sinclair was trembling so badly that it'd be pitiful for anyone to witness. I could tell he was desperately trying to suppress his fear. It wouldn't be the first time Sinclair's died. Whenever he bit the dust, I made sure to bring him back. But today, he's newly asking for my understanding. He looked determined to confront them directly, even if it means he'll die again and again. Don't worry, everyone has been. Yeah. It's a very complex system, which makes me think it's very once I figure it out, it'll actually be really interesting. But for now, I'm a little overwhelmed. A feeling quite unlike the fright a usual battle evokes. Maybe he's holding the kind of fear that comes with a certain courage. In that case, are you scared, Sinclair? That even a question? Of course he's scared. He's always scared. This Canto dungeon is where you get to face the real final boss. What, the game mechanics? Sinclair suddenly turned around and gave me a startled look. Did I say something weird?
아니요.
It's just,
오래전에
I was reminded of a
같은
friend
걸
who asked me the same
물어보았던
question. Sinclair opened his mouth after a brief pause. His voice cracked. Grippy final boss.
전
The
히스클리프 씨
one that grips.
말뿐이에요.
I agree with what Heathcliff said. It's still very easy if using support ID, okay? I'm going to be using support ID. I have no, I don't want to, I don't know what happens if you lose in a dungeon. I'm assuming you have to restart the entire thing, and I don't want to deal with that. Prosthetic head or not, you would have been the same person regardless, Dante.
그리고
I guess the same could be said for my family. Thanks, Sinclair.
아니에요.
It's nothing. I can't have you be too thankful when I'm about to make you suffer by throwing my life away.
불편해요.
Just as I realized that I forgot to ask what he said in response to the same question his friend had, Sinclair had already charged into the fray. Oh, this boy's gonna die. You can go back to checkpoints if you lose. Oh, okay. I really like this one. This one's cool as hell. Like a nature god or something. What does it actually do? Oh, gain tremor, sinking count. I don't know what this means. Same.
쓰러지겠네.
You just reset the report fight. Okay, and there's literally a checkpoint for the boss or report fights. Okay, I see. So, kind of an anti-frustration feature then. Nope, we want him to lose fights. Right? We do want him to lose fights. That's the whole point. Right? He just held down to the right teams. Okay, I'm assuming this is not one of those right teams. Arguably to our detriment, but yes, there are checkpoints before bosses. This boss in Canto IV not the last, but also causes player suffering. Okay. Well, Canto IV in general, I hear is just... I mean, first of all, I hear it's really, really long, so that one will probably take multiple days to complete. This one seems to be going fairly quickly. Depends. Oh, this dungeon is this. This is a 3. Are all the dungeons 3-part? I keep forgetting to ask. Like, is it safe for me to assume that every dungeon is just gonna be a 3-part, or do they have varying lengths? Like, will some go longer than others? This one is just that one. I've heard why my entire team will die way more than I could count with that boss. Oh boy. Oh boy. to be honest, like Canto IV is so peak, that's why it's so big. Ice next. Canto IV is Ishmael though. That one I'm really looking forward to. Just because I like Ishmael. I think her theme is very cool. I like boats and I like ocean stuff. No. Green, blue. Yeah.
피어나라.
Yeah. Dude, is the amount of main chapter 4 recently. Canto 4 is Isang. Oh no, Canto 4 is Isang. Canto 5 is Fish. Oh! Okay. Canto 4 is where you like really feel limb storytelling. Okay, I figured. I heard 3 is where it really starts to pick up, so this one. And then 4 is like the big one. Okay, let me see what the deal is with Heathcliff. This guy does not inspire confidence in me, I'm gonna be honest with you. He worries me sometimes. Starting from Canto 4, I mean, okay, so... Oh, that's definitely an image. Sinclair's home was the largest mansion in the neighborhood, standing at the innermost part of town. Why, he's rich too. He was rich? Why is everyone on our team rich? One could see from a distance that a huge flame was engulfing the estate. It took a moment to try and imagine what his town could have looked like during its peaceful times. To bring to mind the times when the trees we saw near the town still had lush, verdant leaves. How Sinclair would have been during those times, or when everyone around him had died. I couldn't paint a clear picture of either happiness or despair. Nonetheless, I only hope that Sinclair can brace himself for the misfortune he'll soon have to face. This is awful, to say the least. The courtyard that could have once been a vast, flourishing garden was now full of nails erected tall. A variety of prosthetic bodies were pierced by those towering nails. And the house was enveloped in ferocious flame, ready to consume everything around it. While everyone's attention was drawn to the prostheses, Sinclair's eyes drifted to a corner of the yard. The graves, they're dug up. Oh, that's fucked up. They dug up his family's graves? Following his gaze, I could see 3 graves that were violated. Sinclair's expression alone was enough for me and all the other sinners to guess who they were for. Half the support is just Ryoshu though, so I don't really have anyone slotted in. Oh. I'll check Ryoshu then. For this one, for the next fight. To execute the dead, this is nothing short of a devil's work. Father, mother, and sister. The family he mentioned, that's where they should be resting. Canto 3 is peak too, but like every Canto after this just tops the previous Canto. People have been wondering how PM can do that, because I see. That makes sense. One
거수자 한
uniform, straight ahead. Yeah,
파란
excellent.
소리.
아니, 아무리
It's too funny when you think
생각해도
about
너무
it.
웃기잖아.
Someone walked out of the burning household. Is she hot though? That's the question. Her laugh was simply sinister in every way imaginable.
썩지도 않는 몸뚱이들을
음.
정성스럽게 묻어놓는 거 말이야.
Wood.
그치?
Why put so much effort into burning bodies that can't even rot? Am I right? Cromer.
그래도 여기
I'm sure you'll find him around somewhere if you look hard enough. I do remember nailing those three.
꽂아놓긴 했거든.
It's peak, I said for the 5th time.
내 말 잘 들으면 위치를
Be a good
알려줄
boy and I
수도
might just tell
있는데.
you where they are.
어때, 싱클레어?
Well, Sinclair, you've been a spy coming all the way here.
시체들을 쳐다볼
Enough
용기도
of one to
기르고
look at a few
온 거.
dead bodies too, right?
맞지?
Why all this? Sinclair couldn't even speak properly.
비포 팀들은 어디 간 거지?
Where did our
이
14
지점까지
get off to? They've
모습을
got to
보일
turn up
정도는
at this point.
되었는데.
Would real.
싱클레어 친구들.
Sinclair's got some buddies.
같이 숨어들어온 다른 쥐새끼들을 찾나
Looking for other
봐.
filthy ratlets that snuck in here?
좋아, 좋아.
Okay.
잘 봐.
Watch closely. I'll
내가
turn on the
조명을
lights, so open your eyes
켜줄
wide.
테니까. 짜잔!
Oh, is this Effie and Sode? Yeah, that's Effie. Effie was barely breathing. His limbs had been cut away, and deformed prosthetics were crudely lodged in their place. He was too mutilated to even speak a single. I knew they were dying. Ain't no way.
저대로라면
In his
온전히
current state, it'll
사망까지
take around 2
걸리는
days for him to completely die.
평균적으로 이틀이에요.
Thank you, Faust. That's super encouraging.
장대에 서서히 꽂히면서
And the pull piercing through him will only amplify his suffering. And
관리자님,
I'm sure I happen to know of a method to end the life of as little pain as possible.
쓰였던 적이 많은 기술이라
It's one
말이죠.
that saw many uses, in fact. See, there's definitely something up with her. May I ask you to give me the order? I looked both Gregor and Ishmael. They gazed back at me and, as if in acknowledgement, dropped their heads low and bit their lips. I understood what that meant.
편해지도록.
Rest in peace. The collar of Otis's clothes brushed against the wind. Then, silence. And it's then broken by Cromer's roaring laughter. Where's the other one? Bro, she's thick, what the hell? At the same time, I could hear something else break.
어차피 다 같은
Really,
꼴이
it's
될
hilarious to
텐데.
watch you all care for each other when you all eat the same fate anyway.
싱클레어,
Brings you back, doesn't it,
옛날
Sinclair?
생각나지 않아? 그때 네 표정도
Our face back then was real
진짜
priceless.
크로마,
Bummer.
죽어야만 해.
You have to die.
그게 맞는 것 같아.
I think that's the right way.
너는 내 손에.
I'll die by my... It was interrupted by the sound of a nail dragging across the floor.
귀도라는 작자고.
Guido. We thought we had felled him with our best, but not a scratch was on his body now. It was as if all his injuries healed in that short time. Oh, they have the healing bolts, right? Team walked towards us in perfect condition, fatigued listeners. Rendered speechless, all they can muster from their hearts is a deep groan of contempt. Absolute lust resonance, hell yeah.
귀도. 나머지는 왜 처리를
I mean, look at
못한
that.
거야?
She's just a little bit crazy. That's fine. It's okay. We can fix her. Why don't you take out the others?
용서하십시오, 쥐는 자식.
Couldn't you take out those?
제가
Forgive my ineptitude. Oh, one who grips. That's right. I forgot that was her title. My incompetence allowed them to escape. Oh, grippy
항상
one.
경계해야 해.
You have to stay
저
alert.
망할
You never know
철탑
what's hidden under
머리에는
those cursed steel craniums.
명심하겠습니다.
I shall keep your word at heart. Oh, one who grips.
재회는 끝났으니까.
Since the reunion is over, I'll be
다시
heading back. I
돌아간다.
need some context for that title. Why that title? Cromer turns around to walk into the burning mansion. Get back here. Oh, I swear. I'll grab you with my hand and...
아니지, 싱클레어.
Nope, Sinclair.
항상
It's always been
그랬지만.
the other way around. A long smirk dances across Cromer's entire face. It's hard to tell if it's the violent blaze or Cromer's vice that is consuming the other. And then,
쥐는 건 나야.
I am the one who grips. It's really hard to take that seriously. So what is the dungeon for this one gonna be then? Are we just gonna go into the fucking burning house?
쓰러지겠네. 하?
can look at Endcourt Faust ID art. Is it something similar? The knights are nails and hammers. She is their. Oh, I see. That's a roundabout way of saying that.
위험인물 발견. 제압할게.
꿈에는 안정하지 않군요. 지바이에 의뢰했다면
And the goddamn whistling in the background.
이쪽으로 즉시 제거하시죠.
날 뛰어보라고.
Oh, they gave the man a gun. Why would they do this? Jeez.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지지 않았을 테니.
깡참. 날 뛰어보라고.
Amazing Limbus moment from Nishi.
즉시
I,
제거.
I, I don't know what's happening. I don't even know what she did. Miss my. That wind up. Alright. Oh, someone's struggling. Who's? Oh, it's yeah, of course.
위험인물
go.
발견. 제압할게.
날 뛰어보라고.
Kill him.
지바이에 의뢰했다면 대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 테니.
So does each ego or each ID have its own ego, or is it just kind of generic for the? I mean, like just kind of use one best one for your for the center, or I guess one set of best ones for the center, since they can have like what 4, right? Oh, how? Oh.
불길 속으로.
Try hate swallow ego, okay. Cliff. Assuming you know this thing here. Right, that was the last one? No, it's not. Okay. WoW is which one? I don't even know which one that is. WoW's the... Was he... WoW, right? This one? Or is it this one? Egos on ID basis for the... Oh, okay, I see. Egos are generic. Each center has an ego set that you can... I see. But I just didn't know if, like, a specific ID had, like, an ego that it wanted to have. Binds. Okay. Which one of these? I can't. It's not like the target one.
위험인물 발견. 제압할게요.
Do it, boy. Oh, that's kind of cool.
나는 이 왕좌에 묶여 홀로
Hey, that's kinda cool.
통치하는 자일지니.
It's some money. Oh, it's an AoE attack. Look at that. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot egos were a thing for a good portion of this chapter.
안정하지 않군요.
I could have just been using those this entire time.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
Says at the bottom left. Okay, I was looking at the top. I figured the name would be somewhere around there.
근육이 신나서 날뛰는 건 더 해치울 거 없어? 난 이제 시작인데.
Shatar Helfen. Battle. Oh, looks like we're leveling up again. Up to 30, fuck it. She's 37. Oh wow, okay, I didn't even have that much to begin with. Alright, wait, I want to see N-Corp Faust, you say? Oh boy. Wait, hang on, we're gonna use this one. Wait, hang on, this is the bigger one? No, that's the best one here. Alright, let's see it.
파우스트가 나설 만한 곳이어야 할 겁니다.
Right.
야, 너!
Sinclair left forth to chase Cromer before anyone could stop him. However, he's blocked by the remaining N-Corp Inquisitors. It warned you because your levels aren't skewed by support. Oh, I see. In response, he swings his weapon with a tremendous force I never thought he could exert, crushing the head of the one who grabbed him. The Inquisitor collapses to the ground before even a gasp could escape their mouth. Sinclair would normally keep to the back of our group. This was the first time I saw him charge and unprompted like that.
뭐야?
The hell have you been dawdling in the back for if you could do that? The boy's actually strong? I remember clarity that I had ended your lives. I undoubtedly witnessed torn brain tissue spill through the cracks in your skulls. And yet here you heretics are, warmly on your feet. Did he beat us? We kicked his ass, didn't we?
오히려
You're not the one to complain about miraculous recoveries. Guido examines me closely with his piercing glare, then slowly nods as if his observation gave him the knowledge he needed. You there, one possessing the head of a heretic. You must be the false shepherd enticing this herd into blasphemy. He proceeds to nudge his chin at the nailed corpses in the courtyard. They committed the grave sin of entering the site of hallowed rites with their unclean bodies. Thus they have been punished with the same penalty as heretics receive. They have also been subjected to the humiliation of bodily mechanical intrusions being installed against their will. But you are different. The sin of worshipping a heretic is less severe than indulging in heresy oneself. Therefore, as long as you are willing to repent and cleanse your minds of sin, we, the Hammer, are willing to demonstrate forgiveness. So I implore you, you pitiful, foolish sinners, led astray by temptation. Shake off the allure of that false miracle and kneel before me. The confrontation came to a standstill. No one seemed willing to speak first. So you've all been under my spell or something all along. Who'd have thought that? I tried cracking a joke to lighten the mood a little, but no one laughed.
한태 씨,
Man, he just insulted you. He doesn't even see you as a human being.
인간 취급도
I mean, you guys call me Clockface all the time, too.
그거랑 다르잖아요.
Not the same at all.
심지어 저는
Besides,
그렇게
I never
부르지도
used that
않아.
nickname. Ismael grunted.
그럴듯한 말만 대충
So you think throwing some fancy words around will be enough to persuade us, eh?
빠져나와야 할 놈.
Listen up, faceplate. You're the one who needs a little shaking on. Seems to me your human brain's just as effective. You were given ample opportunity. You are no different from those we hung and nailed, after all. I am a hammer. I am a tool for the one who grips, tasked with the great mission of piercing the false flesh of heretics. Seneto grunted. I shall bind thee to a nail and lay thee down furthest from soil. For he who shan't repent. Oh, when are you going to finish your stupidly long taunt? Not granted rest beneath the earth. Man, these guys are hardcore. This guy is like way too into the roleplay. Does she have any? Nope, just a regular.
시작한다.
Come on, Faust, you got this. Jesus. These guys are the role play. They are, aren't they? They've drunk the Kool-Aid. They're in it.
불길 속으로.
I'm gonna pose. That means we're stacking, right? Yeah.
쉽네.
Nice. Should be a stagger, right? Hopeless. Okay, doesn't matter either way.
쓰러지겠네.
Oh, I just realized I'm using base Heathcliff because I switched him out. Oh, the man's gonna die, it's fine.
최선의 방어를.
And Faust and your comrades against Sinclair, true story, trust. You know what? I'm fine with that. Look at this hope. I just realized I have 3 End Corps on this team. Hey. And Purge and Heresy with this one, folks. Oh, hit him harder, Ishmael, what the hell? I trust you, bro, yeah. So do characters from a certain faction, like End Corp, do they synergize well with each other, or is everything more or less kind of individual? Like I know someone mentioned Otis is specifically a support for, as well as support for W Corp, right? But like, is that just true for every corporation grouping? We be lobotomizing a whole town with this one. Yeah, it's there for their own good. All right, they've given in to sin. Okay, we have to cleanse them. They support each other. Sinclair wants to be low SP, but too low is bad, and Impulse helps him heal at back SP. I see. So there is some level of synergy between them. I see. So is it typically? So what is the meta exactly? Is it run a bunch of the same faction, or like certain mechanics that you want to abuse, or what? Or just bring the strongest fucking thing you can? Like I assume there's a bit of like some sets are better than others. I'm assuming.
정화. 깨어라. 알겠어.
Oh, this guy.
최선의 방어를.
Keep seeing him lose his clashes over there. That can only be a good thing, right? Yes, in most cases they do synergize with each other, but sometimes you have to do a little mix-up. For example, 2 of this and 3 of... Okay, and 1 of this. Using a full corp team will optimize the strength of that corp. They're usually similar, which means they're more focused on something, but the meta is just strong generals that deal damage and clash. I see. So no, like, specific setups. Or, like, specific setters aren't necessarily favored, it's just bring your biggest Unga Bunga and pray. Nope, I want purple. Give me purple. Oh, give me purple. The special cases can be either some members of the faction is special or something, or sometimes that member's so shit that you have to use ID from another faction. Damn. That's one way to put it. Alright, okay, yeah, because I think someone mentioned that the other Sinclair ID I had was not great. Yeah, do it to him. See that? We purged the pretender. We are the true N-Corp. Look at that. Can't even properly cleanse an area. That was us. The ground shook as Guido finally fell. He's just gonna get back up again, man. They're gonna shoot him with one of those guns and he's gonna get back up. I couldn't help but wonder if we really did him in, yet we were too exhausted to bother and take his helmet off to check his breathing, really. Sinclair was repeatedly jabbing his spear into a dead Inquisitor. Bro has completely fucking lost it. Holy. Corpse mangled beyond recognition, its blood and organs spilling all over the floor.
Sinclair,
Sinclair, calm down. He didn't seem to care about anything other than the body he was set out to destroy. For example, down here is more of Tremor ID, even though he's from N-Corp, which is Bleak Faction. I see. BL Sin is only good when BL Marisol is in the battle. Which one is BL Sin? And which one is BL Marisol? I'll kill them all. I knew stopping him was the right thing to do, but no one dared to step in. It was evident that he was too blinded by ire to listen. Ire is a very, very big understatement for what's happening here. I know a way most simple to bring him back to his senses. This one's input is not appreciated right now. At that, Don Quixote suddenly jumped Sinclair and pinned him to the ground. Claim me bones. Oh, old age. Right. Bamboo hat, Mr. Salt. Yeah. Why is it BL? He started laying into his face. One fist thrown after the other. Let me do something. It can be a couple calves tussling isn't worth intervening. Bro, she is going in on him. Holy. I don't know what is wrong with her. A cloud of dust rose from her ruthless beating. After a while, Don Quixote cut her onslaught. Pray tell, how dost thou feel now? It's a blade. Oh, blade lineage. I see. Pardon my rash action. Oft I would find myself overcome by fervor rampaging, much the same as riderless horses. Blade love. Okay. Such moments, my old friends helped me to come to myself by beating me senseless. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. It was at times the only remedy to the fever that had overtaken me. In that sense, Virgilius must be a good friend of yours too, right? Well, Tears plinked down from Sinclair's bruised eyes. I'll get her for this. I'll go to my home and skewer that bitch. I'll skewer her with a stake, and then... The rest of his sentence was overrun with pain and sobbing. After a while of sniffling, Sinclair finally seemed to calm down as he put a hand over his face and started muttering. I lost everything overnight. Back then, they didn't parade their Nagel and Palmer name around. We didn't see large groups like that in the open. Soneto didn't have to violate bro like that. Boy lineage. But at some point, people calling themselves Hammers started showing up in town one by one, and... It's okay though. You don't need to push yourself. Really gently pat him on the back. I still think that sometimes this is all just a bad dream and I'm having trouble waking up. It always comes every morning before I open my eyes. Maybe this time I'll wake up and see my familiar ceiling, just maybe. After he said that, he broke into tears. It only made sense, Bandana Love. It only made sense to wait for him to settle down. I like this Sinclair. Can we just keep this Sinclair from now on? Toward the pure, so she is straight up insane. I like that one a lot. A bad dream. Sorry, how many chapters were in this? Oh fuck, I have to recharge. Like 25 it looks like. judging from how much light is left on the track. Plus the dungeon.
맞이하죠.
Oh, fuck me, I forgot to. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We'll make our way. Yeah, this guy's dead. The clock isn't a magic cure-all for your opponent. Okay.
이제 간다.
Okay. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. 22. Okay. One artist just her staring at a computer in the dark like us. She's just like me for real.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지지 않았을 텐데. 즉시 제거하시죠.
불길 속으로.
즉시 제거하시죠.
This guy's a real stab happy with that one. Yeah, go. Jesus. Kill him.
그 자식은
This is the last one, I hope. I hope there's not another wave. Nice.
인명 피해 없음. 기물 피해 경우.
We got 20.
완벽한데요?
This dungeon was another hour? Shit.
당분간 귀하.
I have work tomorrow. Today, technically. Oh boy, okay. Alright. I don't think I'm gonna do dungeon tonight. I'm gonna clear the story. I cannot spend another hour doing dungeon because then I actually won't get any sleep tonight. So we're gonna get up to 22 and then dungeon we'll do next time, and I guess get started on chapter 4 since Canto 4 since train of thought since it's long, right? Yeah.
목표 위치로 돌격 중.
Ishigo is pretty good, +2 power if you're winning. Oh. I just like the spear. We entered the Charred Mansion and Sinclair led us to the basement. When he opened the door, a long underpass leading to an unknown destination was revealed to us. We think there'd be a tunnel down here. So if my guess is right, then this passage should lead to the finished facility.
지하실에 대체 왜 이런
Are you
수상한
keeping a
통로가
shifty
있는 거야?
shaft in your basement?
원래는 없었어요.
Wasn't here before.
뭐? 그럼 우리
How'd you know we
어떻게
had to
알고
go through
지하실로
the
안내한
basement?
건데?
나침반이 북쪽
Nebula
방향에
1, you mean
이끌리듯이
side story before Canto 4?
그냥
Oh, is there
느낌으로
another
알수
side
있었던
story
것뿐이에요.
before that? Okay, I see. This play the dungeon on Dong that is not recommended. Oh, okay. Yeah. It took me a while to parse that sentence. Yeah, okay. I can roger that. It's like how magnetic fields draw a compass needle northward. I was brought here by intuition. Isn't that what it is?
저희를
You're bringing
가지를
us
향한
all along
나침반으로
to use
쓰려고
the
데리고
sensors for the
다니는
bows. Oh, so the reason that they have... Okay, I see. Sinclair quite look at bows. The reason they all have relations to places is because they somehow resonate with the bows in those areas. Instead of answering him, she strode past him and stood before the door.
재질을 보아하니 비교적
Judging from the
최근에
material, this tunnel
만들어진
seems to have been made relatively recently.
아마 엔사의
That was likely dug
파견원들이
up by N Corp's
이곳을
expeditionary force when they had occupied the town.
짧은 길은 아닐
It won't
거예요.
be a short trip. Given that this passage was excavated for their use, we will assuredly run into foes on the way. You will need some cognitive functioning for this dungeon, so yeah, okay. Okay, so, yeah, good idea. Because I'm running on fumes, I will not lie to you. Don't give me that look, Dante.
저는
I'm simply not in the position to comment on it. Faust doesn't have a Canto yet. I want to know what her deal is. He seems to know a lot more than anyone else in this dysfunctional group. Is bleed a good mechanic? Seeing as I have 2 Ncorp people now. Like, can I reliably build around that? I'm just trying to figure out what I can build with what I currently have, you know? Like, I need to invest into something. And I'm guessing I don't want to be investing into, like, just the base IDs. Boss Canto is the final Canto because she's like the final boss of Elsa. Oh, I see. So we're not getting her for a long time. This game is concurrent on all regions, right? Like, there isn't a Chinese version. I know I've asked this before, I just don't know the answer. Like, there isn't a Chinese version that's ahead of us and you can see into the future, right? Or is there? Funny you asked, these 2 are the ones with the least bleed in Corp. Okay, so basically, don't even bother with that strat. I gotcha. What am I doing? Okay, so this, I don't have to worry about Result. He's gonna go in and fuck shit up no matter what, so he's good. Everyone else, I need you to get your shit together. Another conspiracy theory of mine is that you will find some interesting details looking at the default ego art of each character. Oh, like clues towards their stories or like their character arcs, something like that. Sinclair's burned, Dawn's tremor, I see. Everyone has this like prison coat on them, but Faust's prison coat is just hanging, meaning she's putting on an act. Oh, that's a good thing to spot. It's really interesting. Why is this one like half blue, dark blue? Does that mean something, or is that just the art for his thing? Looking at the base, looking at the Faust ego base, you see that everyone has iron bars except for Faust. It's another. Oh, okay. So they put some cheeky little foreshadowing. It does make sense though. I mean, they definitely implied in the story so far that Faust is a lot more than she seems, right? She built the bus. There's 2 blue. Well, I mean, this one's like, because the one of Mersault has like the dark blue in it, as well as the light blue. I don't know if that's actually a separate thing on its own, or if that's just the art for his skill. It's even more similar back then. Hey, look at that. I didn't even have to refresh. Actually, no, I did, but... Is this... This is still a fight, okay. Spring Blade. BL. Let's go BL. Well, like, generally everyone's ego art has a prison room prison in the fucking prison to each center. There's a window that describes the past of each center. I have not looked into any of their like details or anything, like their stories or stuff. I'm assuming they have like an archive or some sort of character summary or something in their character page. I have not looked at that at all. Those sound effects, just the blood sound effect, not exactly pleasant to hear. You mean it looks different, more fancy than other Cyan? It's just skill 1. Oh, so it's skill 1 to 3. I just didn't know if like the darker blue in that art was like I didn't know if there was like fusion fucking types or whatever, you know.
의뢰했다면
I really don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to use Ishmael. I need to like actually look at my centers and IDs and like know what I'm doing. Because I know she's a defender, I don't know what exactly. I just know she hits and it looks cool.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데. 대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
Look at all that orange. Blue, blue, blue. Orange, 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 orange.
위험인물 발견. 재발견.
You block every other turn or every turn or not at all. Depends on what you're trying to do, I guess. Oh, so her whole mechanic is just blocking. I see. Does she build off the block? Like, does she gain benefits for blocking, or is it just she's a really good tank? We blocking with. Failed Assault is the first immortal ID. Immortal is in when he doesn't die when he loses all his life. Alright. This Sinclair's a go. Let's see what this boy can do. Golden Faith. Assault. He becomes immortal for turn. Oh, I see. She stacks a lot of tremor on herself when she blocks into turn. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Well, this Dawn is not doing work. What do you do? What's with the tree? What? What is Sinclair based on? Like which book? Or is he based on the author? I do recall an author named Sinclair. I just can't remember what they wrote. The Jungle?
인명 피해 없음, 기물 피해 경험. 완벽한데요? 소문이 퍼지면
This one is the dungeon,
당분간
yes?
귀하신 분들의
Yes.
영지 보호 의뢰가
Okay.
끊이질 않겠어요.
I'm not doing dungeon tonight. I have to go to bed at 6 o'clock. But before we go to bed, sinners, who here, like, what can I level realistically? Does it matter? Because I need a team that can function without having to bring a support every time. Do I have this? No IDs for you. I have that ID, but I don't think that's... Yeah, I don't have any other IDs besides... Oh, and this one, I guess. Okay, so if I had to like invest into a base ID, which one would I do? Should I do? Sinclair and Ishida's fine. Oh, okay. So I'm just good as is. All right. That's right. I don't have tickets. I need to farm tickets. Holy shit. How do you feel about seeing the Sinner just roll dice, clink clank for the 144th time? I mean, it's entertaining at least. It's got very fun sound effects and what have you. In duo content with Sinclair initiate. Alright, so I'll just hard invest into those two then. Missions. Oh, let me do my excavations, I guess. Oh, I should finish my weeklies this time. Look at that. Butler Faust is good too. Okay. I mean, she's the one I dumped on. What? Give me my boards, bro. I don't even know what that is. Do less. Okay, I'm gonna do excavations real quick. Can I do this? Level 28, I can do this. We'll just bring them their salt to help us out.
파우스트가 맞이하죠.
Ethan Hongru, maybe Ocean Earth if you're not pulling anything. Well, I heard that I'm supposed to wait until Walpurgis comes before I start pulling on stuff. I don't know when that is, but I'm guessing it'll be a while.
불길 속으로.
Oh, wait, I need to fish. This one.
그쪽으로.
최선의 방어를.
Yeah. Oh, is her skill 3 the one that transfers all the tremor? So I block a bunch, and then whenever her skill 3 pops up, then I use it, and then all that tremor just gets stacked onto something.
그쪽으로.
23 mirror per week gives you 350. Mirror dungeon. Okay, I haven't touched mirror dungeon yet. I'll probably try it out next stream, I guess.
대검의 머리가 쪼개지지 않았을 거야.
Since I don't expect the Canto III dungeon to take me to like the entire time. I would hope it doesn't, because that sounds like it would be a pain. So, ish.
불길 속으로.
She doesn't transfer tremor. Oh, I thought someone said she transfers tremor.
결투는 끝나지 않았다.
Normal 3 run, hard one is enough. Hard one run is enough. No comment on that regard. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, in defense. Blues, orange, there we go.
들어주겠네.
승부처다.
This Dawn is not doing work. There she is. Goodbye. Oh, nice. Can't even do hard yet, so don't worry about that. Okay. I didn't even know there was a hard mode, I'm being honest with you. I want a good Dawn ID. She's funny. I like her. So is it generally not worth it to skip battle option? Just to spend double? I'm assuming not, right? Alright, this is just level 20, this should be fine. Also bring sync just because I don't want to take too long. Oh, it's a mouse fight, I see. In that case... So what do you need? You need orange, blue, purple. Oh right, it's one of these. No, what is this?
쓰러지겠네.
Parking it quite absurd now having to pick 2 debuff compromises. I would recommend to skip because doing all that daily is just too much. XP not efficient, red skip you want more due to the bonus thing. I see, okay. Yeah, I just don't know what people tend to prefer. Blue, green, yeah.
불길 속으로.
If it's a minus sign on the thing, that means it doesn't attack anyone, right? I'm pretty sure I blocked that attack. One orange, 2 more of these blues, and 4 I don't have any purples actually. Alright, thanks. Block that one. So if you don't have any of a certain color, you're just straight up blocked out of using that specific ego. Like there's no other way to generate that specific color.
대검 방어.
Oh shit, how did she do that?
불길 속으로.
Most of them reason of most of them in the middle and box. I think I've only done the robot. The one where you have to do you love the city you live in? But and this headless shark thing, I guess now. Fantastic. Okay, we're calling it for the night. I am. Let's see here. Tomorrow is going to be Tuesday stream. Tuesday story stream in reverse. And I want to say that I'll finish up Canto 3 on Wednesday. But honestly, streaming 3 days in a row is gonna fuck my sleep schedule up right bad. So, probably skip a day or 2. If I'm being honest with you. Ain't no way. Yeah, but that's basically it. I'm going to bed. Good night, everyone.